Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Let's see some bananas in chat. We got some bananas from Beza, Kim, Rico, Joel Kip, The Physics, P-Field, Highcliffe Werder, Manglu, Pizza Mania, MC Fex, Rob Steroid. Thank you everyone for the bananas. Platinum Doodles, appreciate it. Let's get into this. Loads of bananas in that chat. Huh, I was expecting it to kick us then, because I've been logged in for a long time this morning. I was like, it's going to do an invalid session, isn't it? So how is everyone doing? Back-to-back streams. We streamed last night, we're streaming this morning, we'll be streaming again tomorrow as part of the Hermitcraft all-day stream, which I guess I should mention. That's going to be starting... When is that starting? That's starting at, I think... Oh, do you know what? Just go to hermitcraft.com/livestream because I can't remember, but I think it's 14 hours of non-stop Hermitcraft. And if you're on like the West Coast, no, not the West Coast, like the East Coast over in America, like it's from like first thing when you wake up in the morning till when you go to sleep, all day long Hermitcraft. Yeah, 16 hours, I guess. 16 hours of Hermitcraft, I think, is what we got planned for tomorrow. I'm a part of it. White Tiger says, oh boy, 3 AM. Yes, welcome to a morning stream, where it is not the morning for some people. So we've got to take this thing back by 2. If you watched yesterday's live stream, you'll know exactly what's going on here. Who was here for yesterday's stream? Give me a hands up in chat, and if you weren't, give me a hands down. I don't know how you do a hands down. Is it like this? Is that a hands down? Oh, that's also a command. No, he doesn't like that. Hands up or hands down. Move in and move out. There you go. So we've got lots of hands up in chat. Awesome. Loads of people were here from yesterday. I don't see any hands down. That's an incredible sign. Oh, there's a hands down. Engineer, where were you? Where were you yesterday, Engineer? I'm joking, of course. Wow, so many hands up. Cartis wasn't here. Good to know. So a few of you probably need filling in. The chat's just like hands up, hands down at the moment. Now you got to move in and move out. What am I looking for? Brain, operate properly. Never look in the right chest. I had some sand on me apparently. Didn't think of looking at that either, did I? Cool. We're gonna dump some sand in here. So yesterday, what we did was 3 different things, which is what we're going to do again today. And we started off over at the new passive mob farm, so that's something you'll see later in the stream. Then we came over here. No, we didn't. Yeah. Then did we come over here or did we? No, we went and worked on the pigman farm, and then we came back over here after. So basically, we started a new mob farm, the passive mob farm. We have continued work on the pigman farm, and then we've also just been working on this area. So we're going to do that probably like in the reverse order today. Ant says, chat pretty quiet, eh? Yeah, chat isn't moving as fast. Good point. There are 680 of you here, so thank you all for coming along. And Norton Games says, this is so perfect. Now I can eat my breakfast and also watch Asuma. Awesome. Good stuff. Do you know what? It's a very, like, I think modern generational thing to eat food while you watch something. I don't know. I think a lot of previous generations used to sit down at the dinner table and eat together. Now everyone just loves watching something while they eat their food. It's like, I can't just eat food and not watch something. I don't know why. It's really odd. Just that habit, that accessibility we have. Oh, apparently we're now up to 830 people. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And Mumbo hit 1 million. Congratulations to Mumbo. I actually, yeah, saw that earlier. He was saying that he'd been looking at his sub count all day. Yeah, 1 million is a pretty crazy number, right? Beza there with the "Oh my days" emotes in chat. Oh my days. Love those emotes. So I guess what we should do for this bit is that we want to reclaim some of our sand because we don't have a lot left. That being said, we've got tons of it up there we could dismantle and use. because I was thinking of filling this all in. I guess we'll get rid of the stuff on the other side. Then that means we've got to remove some of the stuff down there as well. Damn it! It's never confusing. Rapid Turtle says, blaze rods! Blaze rods indeed. Oh, we need our sponges now. Hey, so I was playing with Chorus Fruit and they won't let you teleport when you're above the Nether. That's true, Watch Tech Warrior. You can't use Chorus Fruit to get on top of the Nether. They patched that. I mean, there's all these other ways of getting on the roof. They don't patch any of those ones, but they'll patch the Chorus Fruit one. It's quite amusing how they do stuff. You know, oh, you can use Chorus Fruit to get on the Nether, can you? Well, let's patch that. We'll leave those other ways of getting up there in the game. Man, I don't even know like what I'm looking for now. Maybe more sand? Probably. I think it was sponges, actually. I just can't concentrate today. It's been a hectic morning. Ah, there's the rest of them. Torch Gaming says, hey Asuma, I'm French, I like your videos. Awesome, buddy. Have you heard of APR? He's an old friend of mine. He does French Minecraft stuff. If you haven't heard of him, go check him out. He's a French YouTuber. Okay, let's get our torches at the ready. I'm going to use those to knock these bits out. X, how do you deal with people that are mean at you? IRL people. Sometimes mean to me, but when I do the same stuff get messy and in the end I feel worse than them because I feel bad for them. 5 at 5. I'm not sure quite what you're saying there. If you're saying that you've tried to be mean in response and you don't like it, that's a good thing. That shows that you're a good person. How do you deal with mean people? It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. I think one of the best ways to deal with them is to realise that they have no power over you. You know, maybe it feels like they do, but at the end of the day, you don't want those sort of people in your life. So you end up not caring. Like, why should you care about what someone thinks of you if they're going to be mean to you, right? Like, if they're the sort of person that just wants to be mean for you for whatever reason, that shows you they're not the sort of person you need to care about what they think. That's the kind of way I look at it. Let's get some of these doors back from when we lost all our items to the Guardians. Wow, we got a little... If you ever want to go out there, go check it out, see what's going on. Got a little door now. How cool is that? Hey X, good morning, says Gunsteng. Good. Oh, I can't say your name. Gunstig? Good morning, sorry for butchering your name. Lawrence says, I don't get it. If Mojang want us to go on the roof of the Nether, why are they not making the roof the build limit? Yeah, another great reason. Another great example. I was actually discussing that with someone just the other day. We were sort of amusing at, you know, the fact that they've got all these issues with the Nether, people going above it, yet they can just go, oh, build limit 128. See you later. But they don't do it. It's so silly. I guess though they would still have to patch the Chorus Fruit, because if the build limit was up there, you'd be stuck on the roof of the Nether. You'd have to starve to death. Yes. Have to starve to death. Crazy Blaze Live says, yes, back again. X, absolutely loving these streams. Glad you're enjoying them, man. Good to be back again. I feel quite out of it at the moment, to be honest. Bit of a stressful morning, and we'll relax. We'll chill out and relax now. It'll all be good before long. Good morning, X. Hey, what have I missed? Says Sondrezo. You have missed us doing very little so far. What you see is what you get. We've just started work on this bit down here, really. Here, oh, it's you. Hi. You're a Guardian. Dying in our trap. Yeah, we're just fixing up the Chorus Fruit bit first of all. And then we're going to focus on getting some more sand. And then we'll focus on removing more of this bottom area from the farm. There we go. That's the last of it, I think. Can we do these bits? Aha, we can. Cool, let's get that sponge back. How do we get out of here? Ladders are over there. The Red Miner says that would be terrible if the torches didn't collapse them all the time. Same time you had to mine them one by one. It wouldn't be so bad because we do have a shovel. Can't forget the shovel. Let's get some sticks. Make some more torches because we are running low. They're all just lying on the ground now though. Where do I have my junk items chest? Is that it? That looks like a junk items chest. Okay, so Did we just get... Oh, wait a minute. Bam. I didn't hear the first one 4 minutes ago. How did I not hear that? I'm actually a little bit surprised. So, we got 2 new subscribers here on the channel. Thank you to the both of you for subscribing. Check out the masses of Guardians hanging out behind me. So we got Pata or Pata A, however you want to say it. Thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Have a little steak and torch shuffle on me. And also a big thank you to Desmond DC for, or is it just Desmond? It's just Desmond C, isn't it? Because the DC, the D is part of the Mond. Desmond C, thank you so much for subscribing. Have a sand and steak shuffle on me. Hope you enjoy today's stream. And what have we got to do next? We've got to fix this bit right here. This kind of 1, 2, 3. It doesn't change too much. We just need some glowstone and purple blocks. Yeah. So, who heard about the new Mojang game? I spotted it this morning when I was checking Twitter. I was like, oh, I have to go play that after the stream, see what it's all about. It's Mark says play more Skrillex. Well, I can't play more because I haven't played Skrillex on stream. Skrillex is also copyrighted music, so it's a no-go for streaming. Well, at least when you upload to YouTube, it is. I like Skrillex, but it's not the kind of music I want to listen to when I'm playing Minecraft. I'd rather listen to something more chilled out and immersive. When it comes to Skrillex, I like his the stuff that made him big. You know, the what's it called? Scary Monsters and Sprites or something. But the new stuff, like anything he's done since then, has yet to grab my attention. We also got another new subscriber, 3 new subscribers today. Mini Monk has subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription, buddy. Have a purple and steak shuffle on me. I just realised it is very fitting that we've got 3 new subscribers because we're actually, this is a bonus stream celebrating hitting a subscriber milestone. I think it's 250 subscribers, and that unlocked the new emotes, the All My Days emotes, and the, what was it called? The X-Raid emote. So if any of you subs want to show those to everyone in chat, they look so cool. And yeah, we're sort of celebrating that a little bit. Now, if we drop down again, do you know what? I might just leave it at that actually. Let's put 1 more row because it's going to knock off this bit here. If we go down by 1, I think we have to push it over again. I think I'd rather just put that there and say the farm's done for now. I don't think I'm going to need much more space than that, right? That's an insane amount of space anyway. Rome of Odds says, Assuming your farm isn't symmetrical. I know. I know it's not. I decided to not let it bother me that there's some faults here. You see, it's a temporary farm anyway. I should have perhaps built it out of blocks that were instantly mineable. That would have made a lot more sense. Yeah. And Arangelo has subscribed for 8 months in a row. Thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Do appreciate your support as always. Hope you're feeling better. I know Arangelo wasn't feeling too good the other day. What did I come over here for? Purple blocks. Just need 2, really. So half of those can go back in the chest. Bam. Cool. Alright, so now that we've done our farm's been fixed, we're going to focus on removing some more of the areas down the other side now. We're going to get a lot of prismarine blocks back from that. And, and Arangelo is feeling better. That's good to hear. Awesome. Max says, haha, just finished watching yesterday's stream on YouTube, then this popped up. Did you, Max? Did you, Max? Because I posted that about half an hour ago. You couldn't have watched it all, but either way, thanks for checking it out. Yeah, I should have posted that earlier this morning. It just sort of got past me. I forget about a lot of things, you know. What can I say? I'm human. I don't have a perfect memory. Hey X, don't forget to use the other side of the purple block. I believe it's in the 2x2 crafting grid. There is the slab, the stairs, and the pillar block, yeah. And if you put the pillars together, you can make the pillar one. There isn't like another one, is there? There's just the 4. I'm pretty sure there's just 4 purple blocks. And you know what? I don't actually need to put these here because they're sort of next to a wall already. Silly me. That is actually quite silly. I feel like we should be in a desert right now. This one reminds me of Matt Ullman, the creator of the Diablo 2 soundtrack. Man, that is a great soundtrack. A song called Toru, I think it's called on there. Oh, and we've got another new subscriber. It is Kamod No, wait, no. Let's say that again. Camo District, I think it is. Camo District, thank you for subscribing. Really do appreciate it. Have a Prismarine and Steak Shuffle on me. Hope you enjoy today's stream where we're going to be doing 3 different things again, like we did last time. I think, though, for tomorrow's stream, I need to come up with something a little different, a bit more of a varied plan. And I have no idea what that's going to involve. I need to come up with a prank, actually, because I bet you tomorrow's going to involve lots of pranks. That's what happened last time. Another day of pranks. Not eating on stream anymore, says AWZAX. Are you on about this sort of eating? I can do that. I don't know what to you're referring. Aurea says, do you like travelling? Or where would you go on holiday anywhere in the world? I like travelling. I don't get to do enough of it. Anywhere in the world. I'm terrible. Whenever people ask me trivial questions, what's your favourite movie? Where do you want to travel? I'm like, I don't know. Anywhere will do. I don't know. Norway. I would love to see Norway. The Norwegian landscapes look incredible. And let's have a look. Did you hear that Mumbo got 1 million subscribers? I did. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Okay, there we go. So, all of this now... Ah, right, there's water on the other side, is there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. We got to sort that out. Let's drop in some... Do you know what? I think I'll just have a go at doing all of that with a sponge. We've got to do this quick, though, because we've got some items down there that are, like, probably steadily despawning. And there's going to be Guardians shooting me. Hi! And some of these didn't even remove anything, did they? Okay, apparently we're going to need some here. Oh, watch out, fella. What's going on? I'll let you hang out here for a while. Just don't get in my way. Oh, MC Fex says tea time. Phil says tea time. Oh, man, you guys are organised. Wow. Camo District, MC Fex. Thank you for the organised reminders in chat. Look at that. That's some teamwork there. That's some team work. Get it? Get it because of tea? Right? Are you with me? Let's pop up here. I'm probably... Knowing me, I could have continued rambling about something and forgotten again. I'm not going to do that. We're going to stand up here and drink some tea. Thank you for the reminder. Wow, 17 minutes in. Delicious temperature. I'm going to warm my hands for a second with this. Skull Cruncher says, I think you were right, X. The other side of Purpo with the pillar blocks. That's the one you was thinking of. Awesome. There you go. So there isn't a fifth block. That's good to know. Thank you for all the tea reminders. Phil says, oh, so punny. Rocky Avalon says, face bomb. Ekit says, X, you should do small strips instead of boxes to get rid of the water with sponges. That way you'll have to place less and less. Yeah, you're right. It'd probably be wise to make them no wider than 5, wouldn't it? Dapper Does says, just wondering what your dream was when you were a kid. I never had one as a kid. I would describe myself as a child as someone who was sleepwalking. I didn't feel like it was me until I was older. I don't recall having any dreams as a kid, really. Like nothing. It's getting a bit weird. Anyway, let's chuck these things down. Spin around, all around. Oh, that's nice and easy. Let's collect our items. We don't want them despawning. You can hang out in here again, my friend. Don't even worry about it. We should probably put down a torch, shouldn't we? Because he'll get a bit upset in the dark, won't you? You don't like it in the dark. Actually, to be fair, the water's usually dark. Okay. So this bit, I guess, would be next. No, actually, there's no items down there. This one's next. There'll be items under there. So we'll do this little bit as well. We're going to leave the translocator elevator alone for today. And like that. That was almost efficient. Aha, but then we got a gap over here. I wouldn't mind jumping up onto that sponge. And we've got a noise in my ear. We will get to that in 1 second. Brain, please don't forget, just place this first. Right, that's been placed. Let's make sure we collected our items. Yep. There we go. So we got a donation here from Desmond DC _ saying, hey X, I did it again, Desmond DC, wow. Changing your name. Desmond C. Hey X, I found you on YouTube through Kralis halfway through Season 2, but I've only been watching your live stream replay since the start of this season. I'm finally able to catch one live and I've been wanting to support you. So here you go. Thank you so much, buddy. Do appreciate it. Thanks for coming along and checking out the stream today, man. Yeah, Kralis, Season 2. What a great guy Kralis is. I miss playing with him. Me and him on Season 2 did this project together. Where we built this giant Asian building based on something we've been sent. Hey look, there's some items there that I missed. And it was so very, very cool. And we built like one big building with the intention of building like a little town area over there, but we never got back to it. And man, people love it. They message us about it all the time, or at least when it was Season 2. When are you going to go back and do the thing with Kralis again? Right, let's make this strip like a 3x3 one. Let's get these things... Oh, reversing is slow. And Rocky Avalon says that's racist. It's not racist. It's not racist when you're being descriptive to say that is Asian or this is that, right? That isn't what racism is. That's called being descriptive. That's called describing. Are you a describist, Rocky Avalon? Are you describing things again? Stop doing that. Oh, do we have enough sand for all of this? I'm not sure. Lonely Bird says, I've always watched your YouTube live streams, finally get to watch one live. Have a good one. Thank you. Awesome. And welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's always people here watching like for the first time after catching it on YouTube. I'm really glad I decided to set up the second channel. That's been a nice outlet to do other things as well. Speaking of which, I was supposed to do a snapshot video. I keep forgetting day by day. I probably won't bother now, it's been a bit too long, but there was a snapshot recently and it wasn't worth covering on the main channel, but I also sort of missed it at the time. I sort of came to it later and I was like, oh, there was a snapshot, okay. Now everyone's going to say, do it, make the video! I'll have to look into it a little bit more. X, remember when you said arse 3 times yesterday? Yeah, Ajan, arse isn't on my list of swear words. Like, arse is just a word to me, and people say pain in the arse, and then that's just part of my things I'll say, you know what I mean? It doesn't really count as a swear for me. I like the psychology behind swearing though. It's supposed to release chemicals in your brain and make you feel good in particular ways. It's linked to emotion and stuff. So swearing in a way is actually good for you. You know, if you're young, don't say it to your parents. If they ever go at you, don't say, oh, it's actually good. Asuma said I should swear. Don't say that. I didn't say that. Stop putting words in my mouth. No, but apparently there's like some psychology behind it. It's a part of social bonding, I heard. That made a lot of sense actually when I heard that. Because it's like slightly, I guess, taboo might be the word, or like inappropriate to swear. So I guess if you swear with other people who don't care, it's a form of bonding. I found that interesting. But I like saying words that aren't swear words, like mother of fudge. That's one of the things I like to say when I get annoyed. And I guess it's pretty much like swearing, but it's just not using the same words. It's like your own little go-to phrase to release those chemicals. Bam! That was a really good idea. Whoever suggested that, doing it in a narrow little road like that was much easier, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Guardian? Bam! Right in your face. You're on fire. You don't like fire, do ya? You've got no water to go to. Oi. See you later. Mr. Spilliger says, assume if you read this, I will leave my life and start a new one as a carrot on the ground. I just read it. He's got to start his life. We want pics. We want proof. Life is a carrot on the ground. Me and my friend were joking the other day, having a chat about the new Deftones album. And we were saying like there's some really low guitars on it, and I said like so low, it is so low that you have to lay on the ground to hear the notes. And then he was joking about like, you know, millions of people at a concert just lying down on the ground together. And then I was saying, yeah, like imagine like a mosh pit of people rolling around on the ground. So weird. Oh. New Deftones album is incredible. I had a bit of a not a hard time getting along with it. Sometimes you listen to a record and it's not like immediately amazing, but at the same time there's nothing bad about it. And then the more you listen to it, and the less you get sick of it and the more you like hearing it, you realise it's a really good record. Yeah, new Deftones. New Deftones record. Meepy says, my favourite swear is by Asuma's beard. I don't even know quite what that means, but it definitely sounds interesting. It would be cool if Guardians took double fire damage per tick. FaZe, that would actually kind of make a fair bit of sense, wouldn't it? Because they live in the water and maybe they'd be more vulnerable to fire. Have you heard Dr. Dog? Tyrese says, I have not. I think it's Tyrese. That's how I say your name. Have you ever considered another texture pack? No, I'm happy using my own texture pack. What is your favourite album / band? My favourite band is Doomy Boogie, and my favourite album is their 1997 release, Spiritual Black Dimensions, which you can read about on my blog. It's the very first one that I did. Actually, if I go back and read it again, I'll probably find that I don't like it, because I didn't really know how to write about music then, but where I've been writing about music for such a long time, I feel like I've gotten much better at expressing what it is I like about it all. Okay, so now we can mine away at those big columns right there and remove a boatload of this sand. We could also go 1, 2, 3 over to this bit, or maybe over to the 4th, so we're alongside this. In fact, if we think about it, there might already be sand. I don't want to die down there again. I do not want to die down there again, is what I said. If we drop sand in here, aha, then there's already a wall in place, right? So this might be, hey, let's see. Hi. That guy wants a hug. X, you are number 1 in Minecraft, says Dog Eats Popcorn. Thanks for letting me know. Dog Eats Popcorn. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good stuff. Okay. I think we might actually have to section this off in several places. Let's go and do that right here. Build a little wall. And Desmond DC there. Oh, I did it again! Desmond DC, you are now forever known as Desmond DC, which means the next time I say your name, I'll get it right, of course. How else would this work? We are going to have a sip of tea. Oh, look at those tea reminders again. Camo District, thank you. I like the organised tea reminders in chat. That's amazing. Oh, that tastes good. Orangelo says, popcorn is very salty and not good for your dog. Yeah, popcorn is popcorn's an interesting one. I'll tell you something about popcorn. Now, when you go to the cinema, I bet you pay stupid amounts for a bag of popcorn, right? Or a bucket, depending on how they serve it. Fun fact for you, popcorn is one of the cheapest foods to make there is. Also, if you go to a cinema and you buy fresh popcorn, I'll assure you that it is in no way fresh. That stuff gets stored for days at a time before it gets served, at least here in the UK. And like I said, it's incredibly cheap to produce popcorn, and they charge you over the odds for it. It's kind of ridiculous how much you get charged. Like a bag of popcorn probably costs about 5p, and yet they'll charge you like £5 for it or something. It's crazy, crazy stuff. And yeah, my favourite type of popcorn though is mixed, when you have it cooked with sugar and salt together, which is not something a lot of cinemas do, by the way. That stuff tastes crazy. Okay, I guess we should start collapsing all of these sand balls, and then we'll mine away the prismarine. I love doing this stuff, by the way. It's nice to do it on camera because I think it looks cool in a time lapse, but it can be hard to make a good time lapse of yourself doing this stuff, just because you need to like record so many different angles and you move around so much. Guy, what is going on, guy? You are dodging everything. Cyberdice says, I just sneak in popcorn under my shirt. I just like picture someone like walking up to the person who takes the tickets, and they've got like an enormous belly, and it's like clearly bobbly, and like little bits of popcorn are dropping out. It's clearly not got a belly, it's just got loads of popcorn under there. Pasp says, definitely mixed, although I had salted and caramel once, I think. Your message that disappeared because chat is fast. Salted and caramel. I've not had caramel popcorn. There's buttered popcorn. I mean, they're all generally like quite unhealthy. Popcorn is like not got any nutrients or like anything really of value, I don't think. Oh no, we didn't do that bit next. Okay. Oh, that's going to knock out all the torches. Yep. Let's pick them back up. Hi. Bam. Oh. Oh, right in your face. And right in your face. How do we get out of here? I think I've just been pillaring up, haven't I? X, what do you prefer? In-ear headphones or over-ear headphones? I prefer over-ear. They're definitely better for you, healthier as well. For your ears, for protecting them. But I do use in-ear headphones a fair bit. Oh yeah, that bit's already done. Let's go for all of that. Cool. Popcorn is a byproduct of corn. Crazy, right? One of the largest and widely farmed crops. It is dirt cheap. There you go. Waffle's got some behind-the-scenes info on. You're not really behind the scenes, you know what I mean? But yeah, that makes sense. Is it a byproduct, though? Because you pop the seeds. I'm pretty sure they're seeds, corn seeds. You cook them until they pop up. And you put a little bit of oil in them when you cook them. And then you either add, like, sugar or salt. And yeah, you got popcorn. That was nice and easy. Just 4 sponges for that one. So Torch Gaming is asking salty popcorn or sweet. Like I said earlier, the best is when you got both mixed together, in my opinion. But I would probably choose salty. However, I wouldn't, you know, if you force me, I wouldn't choose to eat popcorn anymore because there's like next to nothing in it, and then you're just ramming loads of salt into your body or sugar. It's unhealthy. Streamer, you need to make and sell streamer bobbleheads. I would love to get an Asuma plushie or something like that sorted out. That would be amazing. But how one goes about doing that, I don't know. Hi. Oh my god. Water leaking is annoying. Let's try and fix that. Right there. Bam. See you later. Yeah, there we go. Hey X, could you do a cover of the new hit single Cup of Tea? You wouldn't want to hear me sing. But we need to use that song more often. I forget about the fan-made songs sometimes. Like, it's because of the pre-stream music now, it's just all songs that I want to share. I forget to use those ones from time to time. Oh, did that wrong. Did that wrong indeed. Hi, go away. You're annoying me. Bam! We need, like, the strength beacon. That's what we need while we work on this. By the way, how did I miss this? I've got noises going off in my ear and I'm missing them. Let's double check this. Okay, so we got a donation 8 minutes ago from James B. Drew, 27, saying, loving the new Hermitcraft server and what you're doing on it. Keep doing what you do. Just be careful with the elytra flying today. I will be careful. I died from it yesterday, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I also had a bit more practice with the bow, and I'm starting to get used to that now. It's seriously cool that you can just take off out of nowhere with the bow and the elytra. Thank you for the donation, buddy, and also a massive thank you to Rust Bitten for subscribing. Do appreciate it. Have a spoon or shovel and steak shuffle on me. Do appreciate the support, buddy. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. We've got 1 steak left. That's not a good sign. Let's just do that for that bit. Bam. That's actually a lot quicker than using the torches. So maybe there's times where it warrants to use the shovel. You know, if we're going to be in this area where we're using smaller bits of sand, you know, like if you take down a giant wall like that, the torch makes so much sense. When you can reach the top of it, this is quicker than using the torches, right? So I think we should do that now. Bam, that's all good. It's all good in the hood. You should name your new shovel Dig Dug. I think one of our old shovels would name Dig Dug, actually. Have we got a bit here that's still got water in? I think you'll find up there might be some water. There was a sponge on the ground there. That's slightly worrying. How many do I have? So 59, 64. So there should be another 3. And there they are, all 3 of them. So we've actually got all of our sponges, which is good. Right, so there we go. Awesome. Okay. So how do I want to get out of here? Do I have any ladders on me? It'd be nice if I had some ladders. Let's pillar up in this little corner. So just that bit there. How are we going to get over there? We're going to hop. We're going to fly. There we go. And again, bam. Yes, look, there's still water down here. Okay. Ooh. Sponges, please. Where are you? Oh, there you go. I only needed 2. Eno says, working on my Guardian farm while watching you. Well, that's fitting. We're both working on our Guardian farms. Guardian farms are great. I do like them. I find it interesting, again, Jeb like hates people farming stuff, yet he adds in, when he adds stuff in, he just makes it extremely farmable. Although, you know what, like, people moaned, I remember when Guardians got added and people figured out how to do Guardian farms. I think like Doc M and the Zip crowd came up with like one almost immediately, and people were moaning about like how big it was, but I kind of like that because you've already got loads of other farms you can build. This one was like the Guardian project is really different. It encourages you to work with water and use sponges, which, you know, previously was something maybe a bit more ignored or not really used. Okay, here we go. Now we get rid of all the prismarine. Do I have space in my inventory for it? Probably not a lot. We should chuck a few bits and bobs in here. What's that over there? Oh, just one of those. Just a shard. Pizza Boy says, please forgive me for my absence. You are forgiven, my friend. Song or I Die says Kawiki, I think it is. Kawiki? I don't know. Do you want the name of this song? It's called Bricks. Also, by the way, massive thank you to Dan Wallace for resubscribing for 4 months in a row. Really do appreciate the support, buddy. Hope you enjoy today's stream. Sorry for missing your message. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just miss these noises in my ear. Hey X, how do you like your tea? Look at all those tea reminders again. Tea time, says Physics. Thank you for the reminder. Let's have another sip. You should make an underwater base with glass, X, says Crafting Redstone. That's kind of what I'm going for over here. It won't be submerged, but it'll be in the middle of the ocean, and it will have lots and lots of glass. And that'll be our base. Man, I love instant mining for all these blocks. So satisfying. Bam. See you later. Oh. Got to chuck down a couple more torches over here. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Right, another one of these to go now. Love it. Alright. Jacob says, so a twist on XB's base. Not a twist on XB's base. You know, it's interesting how people like link things that people do in the game to some YouTuber they watch. Like XB was probably not the first person to build a base in a Guardian farm, but either way, like the base is incredible. But I'm not doing what XB did. XB came over here and built his base inside the Guardian Temple. I'm doing something quite different. I'm going to be clearing out this entire area and building like a mega structure here. It'll be more similar to Biffa's Bowl than it would to XB's base. For those of you who remember Biffa's Bowl, although that didn't have a Guardian Temple in it, but leave it as mine now because we got rid of it. Alright, so let's chuck down like just a torch on the edge here because it looks a little bit dark there. Cool. We've not got too much time left over here. I should probably just clear this last bit up to there, and then it's going to be good. That's some epic progress though, really, isn't it? So let's put in another wall. We can probably do this all in one go. I think I'm going to get rid of those boats as well. Yeah, that's too many blocks for that bit. Wow, dramatic music. Suma's dad says, how old was the player on your UHC last time? I forgot his name. His name is Rory or Rack. I don't know quite how old he is, but he's young. A lot of you guys really liked him. He's a great little kid. Great chap. And he's actually our friend from episode, what was it, like around... Oh, I don't even know what episode it was now, like 330? Yeah, somewhere back then. We dedicated an episode to him because he was poorly at the time and in hospital. And that was Rack. And then he was on a team with me, which was awesome. It was good fun to play with. Alright, so what am I doing with my inventory here? I've just basically run out of space in my blocks chest, so I'll start using another one. I mean, this is all supposed to be organised. No surprise it quickly gets disorganised. Challenge, fly all the way to the ice spikes biome using your elytra. Rocky, don't think that's going to be possible. Also, apparently there's no packed ice left there anymore. It's all been robbed by Mumbo. Well, I say robbed. It's free for anyone to take. But yeah, Mumbo sort of used all of it on his mega build. as it were. That crazy big ice spike. Okay. There we go. Top bit done. Or not. Can we do this with just 13? I think it was a little bit big to be that organised. There we go. All gone. See you later. No zap for you. No zap. Got it. No zapping. See you later. Let's get these sponges and then we'll use our shovel to get rid of all of this. I reckon that'll be nice and easy. Looks like we missed a block. Bam. Flywit Expo Elytra combo. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, you could probably fly a long distance if you use the bow as well. Didn't think of that. I was flying earlier and just using it to continuously propel myself. You do need to travel at a certain speed though, so you have to kind of slow down in order to get some more speed back up, or height, I think is more what you're going to get. Oh yeah, we're not going to do that. Because that is definitely quicker. Especially if you do it right as well. Sweet, good stuff. It's an expo. It's not an expo, it's an Alibo, says Rocky Avalon. I think I was going to call it the X-Flybo or something. I might redo the shop a little bit. It would actually be cool to build a nice building there now, because I didn't really want to just build a giant bow, but it was sort of convenient to do something simple early on and get a shop going so we could earn some diamonds. So that's been like pretty productive, right? We've cleared out a big old bit of space over on this side, down to the gravel. This farm's going to be rebuilt at some point. I need to figure out how far down the water should come so it can be a little bit bigger. So when I build the other ones, they'll be slightly different. So we just hit our 41-minute mark. That means we're done over here anyway. So good timing. We've got to pick up the beacon now and take it over to our passive mob farm. That is the next step on our adventure. We got a donation here from NR197 saying, "Hey X, love your videos and streams. Any thoughts on the death of Prince?" Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. I've never like gotten into his music. It just so happened like a week ago though, I got a couple of his records. I've been picking out ones from the top 500 list that I think it was NME made, or maybe it was Rolling Stone. You know, like several of Prince's albums are on there, and I had a little flick through and listened to a few songs, but and that's all I've ever really listened to of his. So I got 49 plus 18 is 59. Yeah, plus 7. Yeah, that's right. That's correct. Correct amount. Haven't lost any. Okay, so we're going to head over to the new area. Do I need to put anything in here? Not really. Not really at all. Chuck away more stuff. I'm just going to dump whatever. Wherever. At this point. I think we need to bring some wood with me. I've got a feeling we'll need some chests and we'll need a little bit of woods. There we go. That should do just fine. Got our axe, which we're not going to use in the new area. Cool, so now we've got to dismantle the portal, which will mean we'll also need like an ingot to activate the thing. Oh, everyone's saying tea time in chat. Shadow Fighter, thank you. The Physics, thanks for the reminder. Red Hat Boy says, X, take an ender chest. Already done that, we've already taken one. Super Dennis says, streamer, eat on chat or riot. Exolite says, are you a Kendrick Lamar fan? What's your favourite of his albums? I would have said Good Kid, Mad City, but To Pimp a Butterfly has definitely grown on me over the year. In fact, yeah, I'd probably say that. What was that noise? Hi. There's a lot of them there. What the hell? It's like the sound of a door. What the... I don't even know what that was. I don't even know. Hopefully you could hear that. Sometimes the sound levels aren't so great. We just had like a visitor. Man, everyone in chat is like, eat, eat. Now they're all like, doors, doors, zombies. Man, shouldn't I have some like steak in a chest here? I know I might look like I'm just going, I'm sure I had some steak set aside somewhere here. Apparently not. Oh, that really sucks. I need some food. What's the alternative? Do I have anything else I can eat here? Does this stuff give me any saturation? I did just do a myth busting on this. Oh, it does. Look at that. Some teleporting goodness with the food. Amazing. And now we're down here, which is where we need to go. That was fun. Streamer, have you played Turtle Turtle with your t-shirt? Speaking of t-shirts, there's a... Let's take... Oh, no. Let's... Oh. Yeah, we have to dig it this... Well, we've still got haste 2 for 12 seconds. Quick. Mine it as fast as you can. Yeah, speaking of t-shirts, on your screen, URL. Go check out the t-shirt shop. T-shirts are now commission-free. They cost $11 each. I don't make a penny. Pony Butts did the design. She doesn't make a penny. It's all for you guys to enjoy. If you want to wear a t-shirt, that is amazing. And the designs on there are amazing too. So go have a look at that. How am I going to pillar out of here? Probably with a few wood blocks by the looks of it. Oh wow, gold is much quicker to mine, isn't it? Huh. Never really thought of that. Don't know if ever that will be useful. Probably not. Which hermit has the most subs? Princess Efo. Yeah, it probably is Princess. Oh, I love that I went to say Princess Efo so casually there. Yeah, it probably is Efo. Then you'll have Corrales somewhere behind, I imagine. Yeah. That's probably about right, isn't it? Efo then Corrales. Princess Efo. It's so funny. I think in 1.10 they need to make more uses for gold, says Arangelo. Yeah, I reckon gold... I think gold tools need like an extra spark to them, and then they could be really quite valuable. Like, with mending, there's some sort of like incentive there, perhaps, to use gold tools for the faster mining time. But although, yes, you can repair them, their durability is so low that although you're going to repair them, it's sort of like you've got to have an XP farm right next to you when you're using it. So I reckon they should add like one more property to it, because it's easier to get good enchantments on. It mines faster, technically. They just need to add like one more little thing in there, and then it can all make sense. And gold tools can be useful alongside diamond ones, I reckon. Like maybe it's like a beacon effect that allows your gold tools to have like Unbreaking 10 on them. How cool would that be? Something like that. Like make it last longer. Oh. Jump! No. Fail! Oh, damn it. What have I done? Sweet, let's get out of here. We're going to the next area. Streamo, is mango an exotic fruit? Yeah, it probably is. I don't know my fruits very well. It might be classified as exotic, it might not. Thigh George says, I'm on the edge of my seat. The hype, man. The hype. What are we hyped for? Should I get my elytra here? Let's try a little bit of elytra flight. It's fun to use the elytra. Of course I should give it a try. Streamer, why are you such a noob? Says Flash Players. I don't know what I've done to make you think I'm a noob, but whatever. By the way, 2,239 people here watching. Thank you everyone for coming by. Be sure to hit that follow button if you like what you hear and see. And I stream every other day. However, today is a bonus stream, so tomorrow I'm streaming. On the weekends I stream at this time in the morning. However, tomorrow I won't be because it's part of the Hermitcraft all day thing. Right, so let's make sure we're looking relatively forwards. Drop in. Go to fly. No, come on. Bit odd there. That didn't really work, did it? I'm not sure about that, what happened there. It feels like, you know, it feels like server timing has something to do with how much you can shoot. Like, sometimes you can spam shots away pretty quick and sometimes you can't. Let's try again. Okay, we found the correct height. Oh, this is naff. I can't do it today. I can't do it today. OSC says F5 is easier, maybe. Mr. Francesco said, just went and subbed to Corrales. That actually wasn't Mr. Francesco. Says, hi X, my love. Hello, buddy. Yeah, chat moves fast. Please forgive me. Let's try it one more time. Right, I'm trying to keep my... I'm not getting an upward push from this, am I? I'm probably going to die if I continue to do this. No. Okay, I can't do that today, apparently. I probably look like a hedgehog now. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't have too much trouble. I didn't seem to get like any upward momentum doing that today. We have a resubscribe here. It is double_T resubscribing for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much for the subscription, bud. Really do appreciate it. Irish Blood says if you get enough sleep in a free fall, you can pull back and gently something off a height and it disappeared. That's how fast chat moves today. Crazy stuff. Does Corrales not make Hermitcraft videos, says Vixley. Now, Corrales doesn't play Minecraft anymore. I think he's played it for long enough. Which is unfortunate, but understandable. Can't play the same game forever. Although, I do really like Minecraft. Let's go get some food. Aerobics says, you need food! I know! We're on our way to get food. Food is in this chest. Bam. Thank you for the steak. Let's put on our chest plate. Let's head over to the passive mob farm. That's what we're going to do next. What do you think will happen with the new nether blocks? What do you think the purpose of the polar bear will be? I don't think I really know yet. Like, I hope Jeb has an overall plan, not just to introduce some new mobs, but to give them a few new items and like maybe create a little bit of a new part of the tech tree, so to speak. That would be nice, but I doubt that. I don't know. I have to wait and see, because sometimes Jeb gets it like right on the ball, like he did with the Guardian farms. Also, the Shulker's really cool. But then sometimes it feels like he misses the point a bit. Just joined. What happened? Says Cheese for Days. We just finished work on our Guardian farm for today. Or my base, even, you could call it. It's not going to be a proper Guardian farm. It's going to be a simple one. Rideable bears, says Thom K. That'd be cool. It'd be nice if perhaps they had an ability, like they're slower than horses, but you can attack with them. And they shield you from attacks. That'd be really great, wouldn't it? Like riding on the back of a bear and getting it to stand on its legs and like swing its arms and attack people. That might be a little bit aggressive for this game, but there you go. The physics with a tea time reminder. Let's have another sip. And that's the last sip. Finish the cup. Thank you. Thank you for the reminders. Oh wow, chat moved so fast I can't concentrate on a message. You got this, streamer, says Game Boo. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Oh. X, have you ever had fisherman's friends? If so, what do you think about them? I have not had that and do not know what it is. Is it a food? Is it a thing? Right, we've got to set up a beacon, which means we get to break the golden rule. We're going to dig down. We will need ladders to get back up. So 20 there. And that's it. So let's make another. Gee, I make so many ladders in this game. It's ridiculous. 14 might be enough. We'll soon find out. Did I do that right? Yeah, 16. 64. What are we at? 68. Oh, we're at 68. Well, that's sort of perfect, isn't it? We might as well put it here. Like, the beacon range doesn't need to be central because we're going to cover everything. So... And it being closer to that island might help us with our adventures over here. So this is where we're going to dig down. And then we'll pillar back up on this side. Let's just put a few more of these here so we know what we're doing. Cool. And down we go. Time to put in a beacon. So I got a message in chat there saying, why are you not streaming on YouTube? It's because I have a partnership on Twitch. And therefore I can't stream on YouTube as part of the contract. What is with the streamer building? I'm not building anything. Oh, and now we fell in a hole. I shouldn't have done that because I'm supposed to be paying attention, but apparently I'm not. Now, I think what we're going to do over here is use Silk Touch for the top regions and Mending as we go further down, so we can get lots of stone, and then further down we can keep digging with the XP that we get. Wow, okay. Could have easily fallen into that lava. We're at 14. Do you know what? The beacon range extends down by 50 blocks. Why am I building it at the bottom? All I have to do is build it at Y50. Oh, I don't even... I'm going to go up a little bit. I'm going to... not go up all the way, just to that cave that we were in a second ago. Oh, it's quite a bit higher, isn't it? Man, that's really silly. I don't understand why I didn't think of that. If we build it here, it will go all the way down to the ground, no problem. It's also an open area, so we don't have to dig as much, right? I always like to start with the middle bit as well. So that's where the beacon will go. Sounds like I got a fella creeping up on me. Get away. Get away from me. You are going to get a sword in the face. Uvemi, I can't quite read your name, says, guys, I'm thinking of getting Goat Simulator, but I don't know how much RAM it will use. Some people say it's got no RAM, only goats. That's a great one. Okay. Oh, no. What are you doing? We start off with this bit. Jump. This is how I build the beacons. Okay, and then we build it all the way up, so then we can get a beacon going. Now, what's going to be most useful to us right now, I don't know. But we'll have a look in a second. Do I have that one ingot in there? I do. So I should probably actually wait, because I've only got one ingot. So speed or haste might have been good, but I've only got the one ingot, so that didn't work, did it? Okay, and now we want to go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll put gold, a ring of gold around the outside. And then it goes all the way out to here. Building beacons with X. Is the Titan done, says Halander18. Man, Tango is still up. That's crazy. Maybe he's AFKing. Let's see if he's still up. No, that's Cub Fan. He's AFK. There you go. He must have gone to bed. Okay, that's that little bit. Man, it's dark down here, isn't it? Look, some iron. I don't know when Tango's finishing his iron farm, but I want that. Could be good for decoration later on as well. I have no idea, Cub Fan. Bam, 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 and then that's the edge there. Are you going to build your base in the next episode? Says 2000 Phil. I've been building my base in all the episodes. What are you on about? My episode, my base has been under construction. Just to clarify, my base is the Guardian Farm and the area that I've built in the, like, it's all going to be connected together. It's not like separate, basically. There'll be tunnels and stuff going back and forth between the two. So my base is like all of that region. Well, not region, but like the bit, I've marked some of it out. All right. I'm struggling to explain something that should be really simple. My base is going to be where the Guardian Farm is, Ocean Monument Temple, also noise in my ear, over to where I have my building in what you would call the Mesa. Yeah, the Mesa, that's the word. Right, so we've got a noise in my ear. We've got a new subscriber, another one today on our celebratory live stream, because of course we hit like 250 subs, unlocked some new emotes, so thank you for subscribing, Krayu. Do appreciate it, buddy. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Thank you for the support. And oh yeah, have a little gold and steak shuffle on me. Bam. Do appreciate the support, buddy. Let's pick up this iron. Sweet. Oh, I love this song, Abandoned Lab. My favourite song on this album. It's so creepy. I do feel like I'm in an abandoned lab. And it's like been abandoned. There's loads of weird experiments left over. It's like a fetus in a jar. That's not very pleasant, is it? Oh, just the kind of crazy stuff you'd find in a abandoned lab, of course. Wow, it seems to be a bit bigger on this side, is it not? No, it's all good. Okay, we've got 6 blocks left. How can we place them without them looking odd? I think the best thing to do is to hide them. I'm going to hide them on the inside so we'll never see them. Right, then those blocks there are that. 2 more over here. So we'll never see the gold again. 2, and why do I get this feeling like we're going to be short a block? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, 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 look. Perfect. Amazing. That's our beacon done. Our bacon beacon. Sweet. Put you in there. Let's get some haste too. Nice. Did it work? Soon find out. Yeah, we did it. Sweet. Alright, so now as we go up here, we've got to be careful not to spam the ladders behind me. Oh wow, that's hard to see. Speaking of hard to see, I'm in a beacon beam. That's hard to see. Oh, we should have done this first. What am I playing at? Okay, so you need to go. Ah, I can see you now. Aha. Right, that's it. We're out of here. Good. Lucid Knight says you're Kevin Bacon or Beacon. I'm not sure. Beacon, Bacon? It's Beacon. Sweet. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. We got that done. And now we can just go ham and start digging. Look at that instant mine amazingness. Love it. Okay, I want to like set a little bit of an objective here. We're going to dig down to a certain height. And that'll be our plan. No beacon in ladder again, says Binary Warrior. Yeah, I'll probably make that mistake again because it's a bit of a habit just to start off like that. Right, I would like to dig down lower than where we are. Okay, so wow, that comes out to here. I think what we'll probably do is surround the edges with some sand. So the plan is to flatten the island around the outside and dig this down just below the area we want to go to. So we're going to be dropping in some sand again. This is here underneath is where we're digging out. So that goes, which means to the side of us that gets filled up. So I'm going to have to pinch some more sand from the chest, I reckon. The Jers says, so why are you building a passive mob farm? We're building it so we can get unlimited cooked food, basically, like ridiculous quantities. We can get ridiculous quantities of leather. The main thing is for horses, though, because... Oh, that's right, I took all the sand with me. Silly me, we'll have to go mine some more. What was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, horses. Like, in order to get good horses, breeding is extremely tedious, slow, and by design will not yield good results. Basically, if you're to breed two good horses together, you have to breed a lot on a lot of them until the chances become very, very slim of getting a slightly better one. That's the way it was coded. So the best way to get them is to get them in the wild. If you go exploring for horses, you've got much better chance of the amount of time that you put into that activity of getting a fast horse than you would by breeding them. So by having a passive mob farm, we are going to have lots and lots of horses, and then we can just check them and go, aha, this is the one that we want. Cool, so if you're wondering why I'm now dropping in the sand, I want the islands to be like nothing but sand on the outside. We're going to sort of keep the original island shape with the exception of this bit, and then we're just going to dig down below this everywhere is sort of the plan. That works out nice. Okay, so let's fill this in with blocks we can then remove. So see you later. Get rid of all of that as well. Oops. Let's put that sand back. You need to do the Pison thing that you did for the Guardian farm to place the sand walls. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Trust me, I know what I'm doing here, alright? I think. I think I know what I'm doing here. What I actually want to do is fill... Well, I'm doing this all wrong. What I want to do is fill this in just one block below. Okay, so this you might be thinking that's a bit balmy. Why are you filling that in? I just want to go one block below. I want to get... Like, with the time that we have, I want to see if we can get the entire thing leveled down like this. So everything down to this level, and then everything else on the outside can go up to this level and be made of sand to mark where the edge of the island is. We got a resubscribe for 2 months in a row. Is Harlands08. Thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Hope you have a great time on today's stream. Man, I am loving these like little farms and projects we're doing on the stream. It's great to get like so much done while hanging out with you guys, because the way it used to roll is just that I would do this off camera, which is alright, but it's fun to do it with you guys as well. Mr. Bailey, oh, I can't say your name. Mr. S says, I fought a twist in the UHC when there was 2 or 3 hearts left. Oh, let's have a look. That their strength would double up, but when the player re-heals to 4 hearts, their strength will go back to normal. Don't know if that's possible to pull off. It is possible, but what I'd say the problem is that the margins wouldn't work very well. If you got like strength when you were down at that many hearts and you're in the middle of a fight, your next blow on the other player might do enough damage to turn the tables and kill them. So, you know, even though they've got the upper hand, because the margins with strength are going to be quite big and drastic, it might actually favour you to get lower health before the other player does when you're fighting, and that would be a bad dynamic in my opinion. Oh, that's not sand, is it? Oh. Right, I don't want the water to flow down our little cave. That would be pointless. Bam, there we go. All sand. All sand over here. Oops. Oh, I did it again. Whatever. I should get that off of my hotbar, shouldn't I? But those can stay. I put adblock because of that something something. Am I right? Says Strike Gamers. Here's the deal with adblock. Had these discussions before. Adblock. Actually, I can go on a little story. I can go on a little story here. Right. So adblock. Let's talk about adblock. Basically, if you go on a website and block the advertisements, you could potentially be blocking the income stream that puts that website online, right? So if you go and block like my advertisements on YouTube, and even if you're just doing this with one person, you've got that mentality like, I don't make a difference, which is not true. Everyone makes a difference. A difference is the only thing you can ever make, because nothing ever stays the same. Like, you know, existence is in a constant state of change, so it applies to everything. Then by using adblock, you're like removing income from the person who creates the content. So for someone like me, if like, let's say they brought in a law and said you can't do YouTube and Twitch, like, you know, this isn't a way to make money anymore, you know, I would disappear tomorrow. I'd be like, right, time to go get a job, figure out what I'm going to do. I would have to stop. So yeah, so like, you know, the fact that advertising's there means that I can do this. Obviously, I didn't even know about advertising when I started out. I just did it for the fun of it. I still do it for the fun of it. Like, you know, best job ever, because like they say, you do it without the money. Of course, when it's your job, then if that were to be removed from you, you've got to make sure you have a job. So you can't spend your time making videos. You've got to go out there and find a job and work it. Obviously, at some point, you'll be able to do it as a hobby again. But yeah, anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that, wow, I go off on tangents and just sort of forget my own line of thought there. So yeah, by using adblock, you're essentially like interrupting the economy of the internet. So, you know, adblock I think is a bad thing. There's probably going to be some websites that, you know, maybe overuse ads, and I think there's reasons to use adblock, like if you're using an old computer and the advertisements ruin your browsing experience. I've got a relatively decent computer, but when I go on the Minecraft wiki, like, there's a place I'd like to block ads from, because like it destroys my browser. Like, Firefox cannot go on the Minecraft wiki for more than 10 minutes, and then the ads that play on that page just start lagging the whole thing. As soon as the video plays, you can see Firefox just crawls to a halt. Yeah, so wow, getting really really into it here. So anyway, little story for you. A long time ago, I was looking to set up like a secondary like revenue stream to YouTube, which is now Twitch. And what I like about that is that, you know, I enjoy doing Twitch, I enjoy doing YouTube, but if one were to break, you know, like something were to happen and someone comes along and says, your channel's gone, I've got the other one to back me up, if that makes sense, you know, so I can continue doing what I do, but somewhere else. Okay, let's hop, bam. These chests are going to have to move it. So, oh yeah, that's right, I don't have any other sand, so we're going to have to go get some more sand. Okay, so yeah, I decided to set up this second channel or whatever, and it's interesting how people perceive things. Like, basically the idea was I put up a channel where it's like, if you want to watch my YouTube videos, you can, like just like normal, except if you pay, I think it was $4 a year. However, you know, YouTube took like 60%, so I'd get like just under $2, then I'd have to pay 20% tax on it. Then you could watch the videos on YouTube without advertisements. And this is something that YouTube pushed, and they contacted people like myself and encouraged us to do it. I think BOO did it as well, and then eventually they phased it out and replaced it with YouTube Red and did their own way of it. And when I put the video out there, I sort of said, you know, this doesn't affect anything at all, other than if you want to support me this way. You can subscribe to the second channel for like $4.99 a year, and then you'll have no advertisements on any of my videos. And the reaction I got was, you know, a few people understood it. Quite a lot of people said nasty things, called me a money whore, stuff like that. the way I see it, and I've said it before, is I don't like think that earning money makes you a money whore. It's probably like what you do with it that may, in some eyes, paint you as money being a negative thing for you. Like, money for me is security. It's a means to continue doing what I love to do. I'm not going to go out and buy a fast car. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not into that material side of things. Like, money isn't a way for me to gain possessions and show off wealth or anything like that. It's a way to continue doing what I love and all of that stuff. So I got called all these nasty things, and then like later on, you know, I felt bummed out about it at the time. Then later on, doing streaming, you know, people are happy to give you donations and help you on stream, and I'm wondering, like, where was that horrible reaction that I got, like, on this platform? And it's about perception, because people perceived what was going on differently. It's really bizarre. You know, you take it to a different environment and it's perceived differently. Same for Patreon as well. People started doing Patreon, and when I first saw that, I was like, man, you guys are going to get, like, you know, a lot of stick for doing this, because I got a lot of stick for doing the no ads channel, and they didn't, because Patreon was packaged as, hey, support your favourite content creator, you know, and because they just showed it in a different light, it came across as being a good thing, even though it's sort of the same, right? So perception is a huge thing in life. I don't even know why I started talking about this. Make It Rain says, can you tell people that you aren't going to be doing a face cam? They keep saying insert face or riot. It's getting a tad annoying, as they won't listen to me and all. I don't know. Do you guys want a face cam? Is that what you want? If you keep asking, I don't know. Let's see what chat says. Does chat want a face cam? We'll survey them and I'll think about it. Let's see what's going on. Because Patreon doesn't support Google, says Spooner. I doubt people were thinking about Google. I mean, like, if it were about, I don't want to support Google, so I'm not going to do your YouTube ad channel, why would people be on YouTube if they didn't like Google, you know? So, I mean, maybe for some people. So lots of people are saying yes. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just see if we can do this. Just got to plug in the old webcam. Let's log in, assume void. The chat is going wild right now. Okay, click on that, do that. Okay. Press that button. Then that one. No, not that one. Okay. Okay. Right, I think I've got it. So now I've got to add something over here. Give me a second, peeps. I know you're looking at an inventory screen. Let's see, let's click on that. And everyone's going mad in chat. Craft the webcam. I like it. Okay, and then we click that thing. Ah, I know what I did wrong there. Oh, mouse. What are you doing, mouse? Go over there. Ha. Sweet, there we go. Is that? Oh, god damn it. Come on, OBS. What are you doing? Down here? That looks good. Can we move down? Order. Move down is control down. What did I do? Oh, okay. Right, that made me panic. My screens just all went funny for a second. Okay, right. So now I click that button. And then we click on this. And we're back. Sweet. That is not a face cam, though. If I go over here... Right, that's a face cam. Okay. Wouter says I knew it. Let's see if we can actually make it look a bit more like a face cam. Can I... Options... music... No, music sounds? Oh, we're going to get double sound now. Where's the point of view? I feel like I should be able to see that. No, it's there. Okay, you all happy now? You got your face cam? Alright, you can see me doing my things. Now when I get... Look at that. That's gonna... I bet that will get annoying before long. That's going to get crazy annoying. We've only got 6 more minutes over here. I think I'm going to change the plan a little bit. I think I'd rather get much more of this done. Although, looking at my pick, that might be a little bit tricky. It might actually not be possible to do much more than we're doing. Pudding says, not too happy. Bertie J says, perfect. Mr. Pickles wants to see a T-cam. Oh, the reaction is hilarious. Let's go drop in some more sand and eat over here. Choose a job you'll love and you'll never have to work a day in your life, says Yellow House. That statement has some truth to it. I gotta say though, like, even though I love doing this, you do work it. You do have to, like... it'd be so easy just to lax off and do things casually, because there's no one behind you telling you to do things. And if you did that, you'd jeopardise your channel on YouTube. You do have to work. You do have to, like, put in effort and keep yourself consistent. You know, there's some days where I'm not really feeling quite in the mood for it, and you gotta continue doing what you do through those days. And remember that on the days where you do, like, have a better time with it, it's totally worth working through the tougher days. That should apply to a lot of things, I think. You know, if you love doing something, keep the bigger picture in mind that you don't get to feel that way every day, but there'll be days where if you'd have slacked off, you'd regret it because you love doing this. So, you know, you do have to be disciplined. Discipline is an important thing. Very important thing, actually. What are you doing, X? Says Jumbo Plays. I am putting sand in the water. No, I know you wanted a bit more of a proper answer than that. I'm only joking. We're working on our passive mob farm, believe it or not. Now, this area over here has been selected because although it's in the water, it's still part of the sunny sunflower biome for some reason. It's not beach or ocean yet, so I think there's a couple of blocks in the corner that are, but it's still sort of efficient to do this to an extent. Yeah. Facepalm or riot, says Super Dennis. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think I can make my little chap face. He looks awful now, doesn't he? It looks really weird, actually. He's like whacking you in the face on the little webcam. That's so good. Hi. Now I'm underwater. Now I'm above water. Now I'm underwater. Now I'm above... Oh, wow. Whatever. Enough of that. I'm being silly. Let's continue digging. Get a little staircase going on here. Let's level that. Oh, that's right. You guys have spawned. Go away. We don't like you. See? Oh, that's a little bit high. See you later. Oh, what? What? Oh, sweet. A little baby zombie villager. I don't want this guy to die. We gotta capture him. Oh my god, quick. Pillar up, pillar up, pillar up. Yeah, no. Ah. Guy. Come on. We've got to keep this guy. I don't know what we're going to do with him, but we're going to keep him. Bam. Right. Name tag. Nice. Can he pick up items? Is he persistent? No. So we've got to name tag him. We don't want Cub Fan to sleep because we're trying to name a zombie villager baby. Now, if I go down a block, can I place a block here? No. Gotcha, my little friend. Oh, yeah. You are going to be called name tag. Do I have to rename it first? Oh, I'm missing something here. Wait, you don't have to... I thought you could call them name tag. Oh, I don't have an anvil. Zombie villagers won't burn, Asuma, says Ramuko. Baby ones won't. However, I think they fixed that in a snapshot. Or I heard about it getting fixed, or something to do with it. Rename. Rename the name. Oh, we have to rename it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess he'll be gone then. Well, we'll leave the... do you know what? I like you, guy, but I can't rename you. Oh, you're going to die anyway, because... You're almost dead. Fawns. Of course, fawns. Whatever. Can you sleep? Guy, come on. You're silly. Don't you know? Don't attack me. Ask a hermit to bring a name tag. It's, you know, I don't know what the other peeps are doing. I shouldn't inconvenience them. Okay, I had a bit of a hiccup there with the instant mine. Oh, love doing this. Too satisfying. Yeah, there's no way we're going to get all of this done. I guess we should have a good stab at it though, right? Oh, something changed. Huh. My chat window resized itself. Hello, Mr. Greenbar. Bam, see you later. Hey X, this is my first stream, says Near Voidic. Welcome to the stream, buddy. To any of you watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that follow button. I stream on here every other day. Today, though, is a bonus stream, so I'll be streaming tomorrow. Weekends, I stream in the morning. Weekdays, I stream in the evening. And tomorrow's an exception because we're doing the Hermitcraft all-day live stream. So loads of Hermits streaming for like 16 hours in a row, I think. Eight Hermits in total, something like that. Or maybe it was 7. Oh, hello. There's something there. We'll have to come back to that one later. Facecam creeps me out, says Ikoga. Do you know what? I'm going to turn it off now. It was funny. It was a joke, but we don't need it. Don't need to do that. Let's log out. There we go. See you later. Let's bring it all the way down to this side again. Farms are as much a part of Minecraft as Redstone itself. Without farms, the game's become way too slow and tedious. I guarantee that far less people would be playing today if they snuffed out farming. I wish Mojang would just embrace that. I both agree and disagree with you. I think your point is well and truly valid for people that do play with farms. The reality is, though, that there are a lot of people that aren't aware of the technical side of farming. So let's think about that for a second. Like, I don't know what it's like to play on the average server, so to speak, with like people who... So the thing is, when you start the game, you don't know all about this stuff, right? It's... Some people will probably play it and figure out that you can farm things because they're clever, you know, and then some people maybe just play it casually and don't really think about it. They just build stuff and don't really think about, you know, seeing a zombie and thinking, can I farm this? Can I, like, find a way to automate getting drops from it? But at some point, for the average player, there is an element of farming, and the most obvious place where you'd see it is with crops. You know, crop farming, putting things in rows. Then people used to, like, learn to use a little bit of redstone and pistons. So I think in that context, you could argue probably that some people don't play with the sort of farms that you might see here on Hermitcraft, but there is a basic element of farming. So that's where I'd probably disagree, but it's very hard to measure that, you know. I don't know how you go about measuring what the average players do wherever they play, because, you know, being someone who likes building farms, I watch lots of YouTubers that do this. I'm part of that community, therefore I'm always exposed to those things. I don't watch anyone who plays casually and just goes exploring and then builds a nice little house. Like, that's not generally the sort of style that I watch. And if I do watch someone who does that kind of stuff, they're probably very good at building. So yeah, whenever you find your way to, like, let's say a little bit more relaxed, a smaller sort of channel, that maybe does stuff very casually, you can see the difference in play, and I think there's a lot of players that play like that. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind. You know, for the average player, like if you went on there and built, you know, a passive mob farm like we're going to do, that's going to pump out crazy amounts of horses, and like they might look at that and go, you're cheating, you know, that's unfair. And that's the distinction I think you want to make. I think it would be fair if they embraced farming a little bit more and maybe snuffed out some of the overpowered ones, like Snow Crash's farm. As much as I love that, it's clearly unintentional. But now that we've got mending, it kind of seems fair. But even then, if you want to play like we're playing right now and dig like this, you need an XP farm. You need a way to repair your pick. You can't play the game like this without it, and I think they should embrace this style of playing because it's so much fun. There's so much more you can do in the game with it. Like, why would you limit people's abilities to do stuff? Like, the more power you can give them, the better. Obviously, you want to put a sense of challenge in there, but that can easily be done by, like, balancing the game and designing it fairly. Okay, I think we just need to make another chest now. What is your plan today? Good morning, says Weikwa. It is to work on this and then go over to the pigman farm. We've already done some work at... Oh, that's right. I already had loads of these. Well, there we go. Let's chuck all of you in there. Bam. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go work on the pigman farm again today. How don't you watch someone who plays casually. How about Joe Hills? He is an awesome guy. Very good point. Joe Hills is very much on the casual side. Yeah. Well, there you go. Joe's actually a prime example because Joe doesn't go and build those big farms, does he? And you can see in his playstyle that he works with a like less resources and a more limited capacity to do things because he's not into the technical side. However, because he's playing with us, you know, he can go use our farms, and that certainly enables him. Very good point. Yeah, Joe would fall into that casual category. I guess I feel like I don't watch people like that because I don't. Joe's more of an exception, I guess you could say. Something like that. Do you like Norway? I live here and I hate it. I heard you want to go there. Oh my god, why would you hate Norway? I think I hear a lot of stuff like that. I hate where I live. I think it's easy to think negatively about stuff and not look at the positives. You might go somewhere else and realise that actually Norway's really great. Yeah, Norway has some fantastic like policies, I guess you could say, about how it runs its country. And also it's got a lot of beautiful landscape. It is very cold there though, but if you like the cold, that's good. So yeah. Joe is hilarious, says Trobe. Filipino says Joe is special. Yeah, Joe's very funny. Very funny guy. Got a very unique sense of humour. Like, he doesn't really remind me of any comedian I've seen before, but I find him hilarious. There we go. Bam, all that stuff. So I wanted to get all of this done. We're definitely not going to be able to in this stream, because we've got to go work on the other one as well. Baser Men says, I have watched you now for about 2.5 years, so I have learned... Oh, let's have a look. So I've learned to speak better English. I have now chosen to do a Cambridge exam. I want to thank you for that because you helped me achieve that. Basumen, that's awesome. I'm glad I helped you speak it. I say this every time though. I wouldn't say I'm the best person to learn from. There's a lot of stuff I say incorrectly, but yeah, I'm glad I can help in some way. I think a lot of people today are learning through YouTube videos. What's interesting about that is that if the education is coming from a different source, it's going to change language. Some people get really annoyed when you misspell a word or mispronounce it, yet it sort of goes against the flow of things that language is defined by the people who use it. So if everyone just sort of agreed on saying tutorial, eventually it'd be like, alright, no one's saying tutorial, let's go and change it to tutorial, because language changes over time. Definitions and meanings change as well, and what was at one point slang becomes so commonly used that they decide to add it into the dictionary and make it a proper word. So yeah. Let's get it changed, people. Let's start a petition. We want to change it to tutorial. I'm joking, of course. How do you pronounce the Sumovoid, says Binary Warrior. There is no correct pronunciation. You say it however you want. That is the deal. You can call it Shishwami, Shishwambam, Zizuma. I say a Sumovoid, but you don't have to follow that. It's a made-up word, made-up name. But then again, all words and names are made up, are they not? You know, the brain named itself. Think about that. I love that idea. The brain named itself, because it did. It's hilarious. Tutorial, says Samuel Johnson. Yes, tutorial. When are you going to make a new series of Terratech or Factorio? Factorio, maybe in the future. I kind of feel like I was excited when that game got released, but it still sort of looks and feels like the same game. So maybe one day. Terratech, I think, has got a long way to go. It's been a while since I checked where they're at with their updates. But I think Terratech, for me, suffered that playing it too early. Like the whole early access thing sort of backfires a little for me because I like a lot of content in the game. So Terratech's like a maybe in the future, as is Factorio, I guess. Look at that. Bam, nice and level up here now as well. Your pick is almost broken. Thanks for the reminder. I guess when that pick's down to its last bits, that's when it's our cue to head out of here, right? Let's go down another 2 layers over here. Good morning, everyone, says Meech. Meech, welcome to the stream, my friend. How long are you streaming for, says Danster. At least another half hour. We got another project to go do. I just wanted to at least make a little bit more progress with this area over here. get it all down to a sort of certain level. Because I'm going to be back over here later on recording an episode, making sure we make lots of progress. This is crazy. So yeah, like every stream we'll have to come over here for like half hour and do a little digging session, and that'll be sort of like a ritual. And then that way we'll chip away at it over time. Cool, so the pick is definitely getting worn out here. Eeks, really? I thought they were just releasing the Final Stable 0.12 update. So which game is that? TerraTech? Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't played it or checked the updates in a while, but my experience of TerraTech was, it was great fun, but there becomes this point where you sort of run out of, or at least, like, the things to do get overtaken by the time it takes to do it. So you've explored the game, you've seen the terrain that's available, you know, 3 biomes, it's not a lot. There's a few challenges to do, like fighting bosses. There is like a set amount of materials to find and gather and craft things, and once you've done those, you get to that end game phase where you're like, right, now I'm going to build a massive base. That's where the game gets tricky, because it's tough, very tough in that game to build without it taking a long time. And because the building process isn't particularly fun like it might be on Minecraft, you know, I spent a couple of hours building my purpose shop the other day, and that was a lot of fun to put it all together. Whereas on TerraTech it wasn't particularly fun, very tedious. If you make mistakes it can be very difficult to undo them. So when you get to the end game and it's like that, it makes it difficult for me to keep playing, because I'm all about the end game sometimes, I guess. X, why don't you use TNT to build here? Well... I mean, I could use TNT. Oh wait, I've got a bed over here. Oh, come on, let's get some reach on that. No? Can I not click on the underside of a bed? Oh, no, you have to click on the top. Did not know that. Oh, did I get some... Oh my god, have I missed more noises in it? How do I miss these things? Terrible. Let's sleep in the bed, then let's say thanks to peeps. Starlaw6 has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, buddy. Have an andesite and Steak Shuffle on me. Do appreciate your subscription. Today, once again, is actually a celebratory stream for reaching 250 subscribers. The next unlock is at 500, so maybe in a year, if we're lucky and we're still going, we'll get some more emotes unlocked. And man, my pick is running low. Must not let it die. Got to keep my eye on that. Also got a donation here from Russ Bitten saying, just because you're awesome. Thank you so much, buddy. Thanks for the lovely message. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I appreciate the donation, dude. Your pick is breaking. It says 13337 centimeters or something. Yes, I'm very aware of it breaking, but we've got a little bit of time on it left. Sat that. Just getting the border here chopped out a little bit. And I reckon, do you know what? I reckon we're done here. However much we've got left to do, I'm just going to go repair it. That'll do me just fine. I think that's some genuinely decent progress, wouldn't you say? Reverend Sum says, hey X, last night I made a music compilation with some of my friends. It was a country music compilation. I was playing the button accordion. Oh, so you were having a jam. Oh, you won a music competition. Oh, awesome. Well done. Congratulations. That's great. I thought you said making a music comp. Man, you got to read chat fast, because chat moves fast, and sometimes you read it like a silly, which is what I just did. Wait, I want to get to my ender chest, right now. We'll be alright. Oh, there we go. Let's take that pick instead. Got to go to the farm, repair my stuff later on. And we'll have a turn around here and see how we done. Looking alright, isn't it? Looking alright. George Jack says, bye streamer, see you later buddy, thanks for coming by. How do you see the duration on a Mac? Good question, Danielle, I don't know. I'll have to go look it up. We also got a new subscriber here, I'm pretty sure it's a resubscribe though. It's G_Stav. Has subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing buddy, do appreciate the support. Have a spoon and steak shuffle on me. We are now heading over to the Pigman farm, where we will be building more of it. Building more of it. Why are you mining, says Redstone Engineer. We're building a passive mob farm over there. We're doing 3 projects. We're building my base and my guardian farm. We're doing the pigman farm in the nether. We're doing a passive mob farm over here. And as well as those, I also want to build a blaze farm, but I haven't started that yet. I want to do a witch farm as well. And yeah, witch farm I haven't started, and then we've got to do the white shop. I want to rebuild the bow, and then we've got to work on our base that's part of the mesa. So I've just got so many things going on right now, and I want to get into that sort of focus stage of like wrapping up some of the things. Like the banner shop could be wrapped up in probably an episode if I just put my mind to it. Ouija Ben says, do you like the closed ecosystem on your iPad? Only apps from the company controlled by the App Store. Ouija Ben, I'm sort of like for and against it. I think it's good that you have that because you've also got competition. Like Apple's system would be bad if there wasn't an alternative. The same way that the alternative would be bad if there wasn't Apple's system. Like variety is good, and people like to use things different ways. You know, some people love closed-in things. Like if you're a console gamer or a Mac user, you obviously love just being able to plug and play. However, if you're like me, you'd maybe like a bit more flexibility, you like to tweak, then your thing is the PC, right? So having both is better than not having one or the other, if that makes sense. So up we go, up into the sky. Let's climb a ladder. Too many projects, says the Farix. Yes, however, I've got that like whenever I log into the world, there's stuff to do feeling, which is really great, because last season it was sort of logging onto the world and thinking like I've got to just start and finish something each time. It sort of felt like. X is a... Oh, that disappeared. Man, chat's moving fast today. Assuming, can you tell Mumbo to start doing more community projects? Pixel Master, I can't tell Mumbo what to do. It's up to him what he wants to do. Tron says, I'm from Norway, but I live in Cardiff at the moment. It really has opened my eyes and made me realise that I love Norway. There are so many things in the UK that are better than Norway, but there are also things Norway do that I love. Appreciate where you live and where your local area gives to you. There will always be something... And it disappeared. I want to read the rest of that message. There will always be something you don't like, but you really think about it. There are also lots of great things. Yeah, really great message, Tron. And you can see how fast chat moves, because that just... I read that while it was slowly disappearing off my screen. We also got a new subscriber here. It is... Rylettercraft has subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate the support. Have a steak and slab shuffle on me. Thank you for your subscription, and we are now building the zombie pigman farm. So we're going to go up there and start filling in the red layer and the roof above it first of all. And now that we put in the outside ring and the inside ring, life is going to be easy, I think, unless we fall. That would be bad if we fell. What is your job, says Toxie. My job is streaming and making YouTube videos. Can you believe it? We live in the future. Your job can be playing a game to some extent. It's not surprising, actually, because... over time, where technology has improved like living standards and changed production, it's no surprise that where we're more established, that more emphasis can be put on entertainment. Like the movie industry is probably bigger than it's ever been. The music industry was, but it sort of changed and became like the technology sort of backfired there because it put so much more music in the hands of people. Like. Here's the thing, right? Because the music industry is an industry, there was a point where they had such a stranglehold on music that they would fight the internet, you know, and the sharing of music on stuff like Napster because it directly threatened them. They didn't realise that things like you know, programs like Fruity Loops or basically creating music with computers would also threaten them. If you like could take that knowledge to them back in time, they would probably like find a way to have lawsuits against electronic music production software because it directly threatens their livelihood. They just didn't know that at the time, because now that music is so easily creatable by people thanks to these programs, it's changed their industry and removed their stranglehold on it, because anyone with a passion can have a go at making music, and if other people like it, chances are, you know, you're not with a big record label, you're just happy for people to listen to it, and you might even give your music away for free, which is what happens now. You know, you can listen to music without paying a penny because loads of it is free. We got a new subscriber here. It is Viksley. Thank you so much for subscribing. Have a red stained clay and steak shuffle on me. Do appreciate your support. Hope you enjoy today's stream. And as I've said, I like to, after I've said thank you, I like to then clarify what we're doing. We are building a zombie pigman farm. Rocky Avalon says, pointless comment is pointless. It is. It is so pointless. Why did you even say that? Why did you even, bro? Why did you even? Let's keep placing down these blocks. Hello. I'm curious as to how much we get done, actually. We've got 20 minutes, so we've been up here for about 5. What can we achieve in 25 minutes? We might stream a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. And, yeah, then I'll get an idea of how long I'm going to be spending up here, placing blocks, making sure this farm works. Come on, Magic Mender. Not going to mend here because there's no XP. Oh, you're working on the gold farm. Cool, says Dinesh. Absolutely. Asuma, can you have episodes using your elytra and build that tower in the white district? Also, put your elytra on so if you fall, something. It disappeared. We got slime blocks down below. We don't have to worry about the elytra right now. It does look like, though, we're going to run out of blocks. And then I'll have to work on the layers below, I guess. And then we're probably going to end up going back and getting some more. Pronounced Vixley, but oh well. Vixley, hopefully I can remember that. You know what I'm like? Don't count on me remembering anything ever. But Vixley, maybe I'll remember it. Probably not. Just being honest, I am terrible, I know. So, when does this stream end? You know, I'm going to stream or do this for another half hour, and sorry, 25 minutes was it? And then after that, I don't know. Like, we might do this for a little bit longer, we might do something else. CJ Dork says, what do you think about, or let's read that, about music streaming sites and apps, i.e. Spotify and Tidal? They're just part of, like, the way technology works. That's just things changing. I don't use them myself. I like owning music. I like having the rights to ownership, which you don't have on streaming services, like, and iTunes actually. You don't own anything you have in your iTunes library. You simply have the right to listen to the file that they've given you. Technically, they can revoke that at any time. It's probably not something they're going to do, but it just shows you how corporations work. That they want to keep the power. So they've probably got no plans to then go, aha, we've revoked your music. But if ever something changed out of the norm that they couldn't predict in the future, then they could say, you know, well, actually, we own the rights to this. So you can't do this or that, you know? Something along those lines. That's kind of how it works. I don't need these 2 slabs here, I just realised. Oh, let's grab those. And I just want to put a couple more up there so that we can stop ghasts spawning. Oh, maybe we did need them. Let's take that and that, high, and just put 1 there. And then over here. Bam, like that. Now no ghast should spawn there. We have a donation and a new subscriber. First of all, Avid Knightley. Thank you so much for subscribing. Do appreciate the support. Have a ladder and steak shuffle of me. Yep. I don't know why that amuses me. Something about the ladder. And Smolder is here with a donation saying, just got sushi delivered. I blame you to be entertaining, to leave and cook myself. Sushi's nice. I love sushi. Yeah, raw fish tastes great. I haven't had sushi in ages though. Ages and ages. Let's jump down. Let's jump down below. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. That's something Python would say. How did you get in the boat? Like, where did you spawn? That's what I want to know. Couldn't have fallen down. You would have died. Ben says, X, push the pigment off. That's a bit cruel. Let's take... Well, we've got that much green, so we need about that much yellow, basically, and that's all we can place for now. Now, if we go to the green layer and place above us as well, that would work pretty clever, I think. Wow, this means I need to dig. Now, I know Cleo says I can take some of her clay. I don't think she's got any problems with that, but I need to find a place to dig for someone else to help them out, because I don't think I need any digging done in the mesa at the moment. Eno says, X, you were a musician. What do you think about making note block songs? I sort of like it, and the same, like, I think when you first see a note block song, it's kind of impressive, but then if you know how music is made, and what you're sort of doing is just taking someone else's song and reprogramming it into what is essentially just a different format. And there's even generators that can generate songs for you, because, you know, MIDI exists. People have converted songs into MIDI, and with MIDI you can simply convert it into note blocks. Like, MIDI is basically instructions for the computer to create sounds. You give it instrument tone, pitch, volume, frequency, all that sort of stuff, and it'll generate the music or play it for you. So note block stuff is sort of impressive, but also not as well. Like there's some videos on there where you look at it and you're like, you know, all you've done is use a program to convert a MIDI file into redstone circuitry. I guess like the program though that does that, that's impressive. That takes some engineering and effort. That's clever. But that's sort of my opinion. It's sort of like, yeah, it's sort of impressive, but not really. And we've got a donation here from LJack2K saying, I really enjoy your streams. I follow you also on YouTube so I don't miss anything. Can you explain how this gold farm is going to work? Thanks and have a nice day. LJack, I'll be happy to explain it. If you go watch Season 3 of Hermitcraft from the very beginning, I think it's like literally the second or third episode I go and build this farm, and you can get a good overview of how it works from that video, but I'll explain it now as well. Basically, these big platforms are in a ring because the player's going to stand in the middle. So that means 24 blocks out, pigmen are going to be spawning, and they're going to be spawning on this ring that we've created. Then what we're going to do is attack one of the pigmen, and due to a bit of lazy coding, it is going to make other pigmen aggressive, but it's also going to make the pigmen think that they've been attacked by the player. And when it does that, it means that they drop XP. So then, all of the pigmen are going to pathfind to the player. They're going to run into a trap, which will kill them. It will drop the XP, and it will send the XP to the player. Now, supposedly, with this design, we're going to get 30 levels of XP in under 60 seconds, basically, which is pretty impressive. Stifler says, or Cipher even, I think it is, says, please play more Scrap Mechanic. I love that game, and there is still more coming. Have you checked out the Scrap Mechanic blog? Because it looks awesome. P.S. I will not stop sending this message. Do you read it? Okay. Well, spamming in chat isn't, like, a good thing to do, but I've got your message, so it's all alright. It just depends on what they add now. Like, because there was no survival modes, there was nothing to give you an incentive to come up with stuff, so after you've done, like, some basic contraptions and things, it started to get a little bit stale, and I'm sort of waiting on survival mode, so it's like, then it's like, oh, I need this in survival, therefore, how can I make a contraption to help me with this? And that's the stuff that I'm really into, and I'm looking forward to on Scrap Mechanic. Okay, there we go. So we've now built another floor. Actually, we can do a little bit more of this, can't we? So what goes next? Because, aha, look, we have to go like that. And where's my yellow? Yellow, hello, hello. There it is. Can you transport XP orbs upwards, says Zai Tevelin. Yes, you can. You can push them with slime blocks and send them all the way up to the player. It's the sort of thing that looks like, will that work? Like, but believe me, it does. It well and truly works. Works just fine, actually. Okay, this is going to be our last little extension. Then we've got to go on the hunt for blocks. So I don't know what percentage what we've done right here would count as, but I'm confident that we can get this done in a reasonable amount of time. It does not take a lot to build these platforms once you got the rings in. Also, when we head back, we might see some decent spawns over here. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, then above me is, bam, that one. And that's it. That's that little corner. Okay, now we're going to go stand in the middle just so we can see if anything spawns. No, nothing over there just yet. I think the platform is smaller than it was last time, I'm pretty sure. There you go, there's some pigmen spawning. X, when is the next Extreme UHC? Says patatatatatatatata. I need to sort that out today. It's been too long. It'll probably be first Saturday of the month again. Not sure if you answered my comment because I had to go. Can you make a potion shop? Says Andrew. I probably won't do that anytime soon. If there might be a point in the game where no one else has done that, and I think that's a good idea, but that's sort of not on my plan or where I'm heading at the moment. Right, so we need more hardened clay. And we've got enough here to do very little, so it doesn't make sense to go all the way back up. Let's go look for some hardened clay. Aloba says that'll be a massive gold farm. It will. We got a donation here though from John96DK saying, "Hello X, I'm sick, but a cup of tea and a stream work fine for me, for my." I think I know what you're saying. Sorry to hear that you're sick, buddy. Hope you feel better. Remember to drink lots of water, and I hope you enjoy the tea and have a cracking time on the stream today. Here's another area that we need to sort out soon. I've been designing this on my server again, play.sumavoid.com, and like at some point it'll be finished. I have a post box. I don't know who set that up, but well done. The red and yellow, sorry, green and red probably means the whole you have mail, you don't. I had an idea to automate that at some point using minecart chests, but because we're so spread out, if you wanted to send it to a district, you have to sort of travel that way to make sure the minecart arrives, so I probably won't ever build that. Ash Bradley saying false. Are some of you recommending people to get clay from? Because Cleo said I could pinch her clay. I don't think she's got any use for it. We've used a lot of her clay actually to build that area over there as well. So look at this. Clay. And not so much clay anymore, but more clay. I'll double check with her. How much time we got? I think we can place all of that with the time that we've got. Let's patch it up here into 8. Yeah, let's get another 8 as well. I'll double check with her though that it's okay to take this stuff, because she got the chests upon chests of it. So the other 8 is going to go over here, and now we need 2 more. 1, 2, and then we've got it all. So 16 stacks is what we took. If it turns out she needed that, I would of course get on here and mine some stacks. Let's talk about the roleplay stuff, because I still get comments about Logfellas, and maybe an opportunity now to explain it. Like, what I'm doing there, like, we're all on here to help one another in a way. Like, we're not trying to get in anyone's way. If I'd messaged Cleo and found out, oh no, she actually needed that and had plans for it, I would get on here right away and sort that out. I wouldn't, you know, I'm not taking it because I just want to take it for whatever reason. She did say I could use it at a point. So stuff like the Logfellas is similar. It's like, when we get on here and hang out together and have fun with the Logfellas, it's fun. It's fun to do. It's funny to do a little role play and do some silly stuff. But whatever it is we do is not done with no consideration for other players. Like when we took the saplings, we put them in chests next to their base and took a screenshot. So if someone said, you know what, I need my saplings, that we're like, here they are, they're in this chest, go do what you got to do. Like, we're not here. Oh wow, that's not good, but we got there eventually. We're not here to like getting anyone's way. So if ever there was an issue and someone said, I really don't like what you've done, which hasn't happened, you'd never know about it. We'd deal with it off camera. We'd be like, you know what, we're not trying to step on your toes. Let's go sort this out. What do you need? You know, what needs to be done here? And then it'll be taken care of. We also need stone, which I could have done with bringing back from where we've been digging, because we need to put slabs at the top in order to expand this further. So I was going to do green, but actually we should do red next, shouldn't we? Yeah, red should definitely be next. And we're going to need a lot of red dye, so let's take that. Probably do some more of that. Yeah, so what I'm saying about the Logfellas is basically like, whatever it is we do, it's about having fun. It's about someone like Mumbo coming back and being like, oh, you Logfellas, you know, I'm going to set up a sapling society, which is of course what he did. If Mumbo came back and said, you know, like, I need those saplings, I don't want to play, we're not going to go, oh, you have to play. It's like, here's your saplings, sorry about that, is there anything we can do to make it all right? You know, that's how you play on a server with other people. And I just get very concerned that a lot of people don't get it. It seems like, you know, it should sort of be obvious, right? We're all on here making videos together, just having a laugh. So yeah, that's that. I'm looking in chat. No one's saying anything about Logfellas. I'm assuming most of you perhaps understand or agree. Hey, it's been watching for ages, but I've never been able to catch the streams. Nice to see you streaming at an Australian-friendly time. K-Matt, I do this every weekend. By the way, we've got 2,400 people here watching. Thank you everyone for coming by. Yeah, on the weekends I stream in the morning. I stream every other day. But today is a extra live stream, a bonus one, because I streamed yesterday. And tomorrow, although it's the weekend, is not a bonus stream. Well, sorry, it's not in the morning. It'll be later in the day due to the Hermitcraft live stream, which goes on all day long. Hermitcraft.com/livestream. Go have a look, and you can catch lots of action here on Twitch tomorrow from us guys on the server. Basically, there'll be someone streaming pretty much all day long. It's like a 16-hour long stream, which is crazy. Right, let's go find some stone. What are you building? Says Cheslord Gamer. We're building the pigment farm in the Nether. And Nutflaps says, hey X, so glad I could catch a stream. Awesome, welcome. Oh, apparently the donation bar just broke. Brilliant. does that. I don't know why. Jacob says, totally understand what the log fellas are doing. Awesome. Glad you do, Jacob. That is all the stone that we have. We might have some... I think I know we might have some... Oh, it means we get to use the elytra as well, which is nice. Hey X, what's your favourite tea? P.S. You've inspired me to automate everything on my latest world. Also out of curiosity, how does one go about joining the Hermitcraft server? Hermitcraft server doesn't have any form of like open application, so there's basically no way to join. And that is the deal. It's just, you know, this is a YouTuber server. It's like a closed community, I guess you could say. Alright, so, I wonder where Tango's AFKing. I bet it's at the spawn chunks. Let's make sure we do this right. I haven't got my special bow, but we shouldn't need it. I just pressed spacebar twice. Come on, game. Sometimes it does that. It's frustrating. The elytra definitely needs like a few more tweaks, especially with climbing around with it on your back. I do have it on my back, yep. Just double checking. So what we need in our base at one point is like a translocator elevator. Just pop up to the top, jump off. There we go. Sweet. I love that you can make this. You can really travel far with the right pitch on the elytra. Wow, this place looks great. Woohoo! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, land on the ladder. No. Hey, X, I watched the live streams reruns. Finally managed to catch a live one. Feels weird. So, Fish Minecraft, thank you for coming by and checking it out. And thanks for checking them out on the second channel as well. Yeah, it probably would feel weird because now you can like interact and be here live. X, can you collab with Mumbo and Iskau and do tunnels under residential district and post office automated delivery? We'll look into it. We'll talk about it as a group at some point, I imagine. Excuse me. What am I looking for? I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. Hours played, says Spiderweb MC. Let's go. Scoreboards, objectives, set display, sidebar, playtime, bam. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Oh wow, you can see everyone all at once. That's really cool. Check that out. You guys are getting some inside info here. Skull death, damage dealt, sleep. It's in the order that they've been added, I think. Minutes played. But it'll actually be hours? Yeah, it's hours. They're the hours that people have played. So Impulse at the top, then me, Good Times with Scar, Cub Fan, False, Iskau, Wells Night Tango, Rendog, TFC. Rendog's been missing for a while as well. Mumbo, Joe Hills, Mumbo again. How does that work? How's Mumbo on there twice? Then Doc M and then Efo at the bottom there. Does that display everyone? I think there might be one or two more people who aren't showing up. Like, Jissassin played, for example, and XB. Right, that's not enough, but it'll do. There's some stone. I knew there was some extra stone down here. Hours played. Yes, Cub. Yeah. Let me type that in. Okay, so the reason it's we thought minutes would work, but quickly it realised it's better to display as hours. What's the other one we want to do? Oh yeah, someone's pointed out it's Mumbo's camera account. That's interesting, yeah, because I got a camera account, but I haven't had it on here for that long. Huh, that's odd. Which one is distance flown? Is it distance flown 2? Yeah, that's definitely it. So that one glitches out a lot. I don't know why it does that. The other one doesn't do that at all. Not sure what that's about. Or maybe it is actually supposed to be distance flown. Right, that's the correct one because it doesn't do that glitchy thing. So Cub, myself, Impulse, Python, False. Oh, Efo and Doc have elytras. A little bit of inside info for you there. What else have we tracked? You guys are getting some exclusive stuff right here. Playtime, health. Got Biffers on there. Interesting. I need to eat, I know. Distance flown. Last death? Oh wow, time since you last died. Yeah, we're tracking that. Oh, fascinating. So, well, no surprise to see camera accounts at the top. Iskau! Iskau's actually died a fair bit. Or was it, maybe it's Tang... Rendog, who's died a lot. So Iskall's gone a long time without dying. I haven't. I'm down at the bottom. That's a really cool statistic. I think somewhere we should have like a little command block shop where you can bring up these statistics by pressing buttons. I really think that would be a fun idea. And then you can turn it off again after. I'll have to suggest that to the hermits. Damage taken. Wow. Oh, look at me. I'm up there. I'm up there. That's cool. That will obviously reflect the amount of time you play on the server as well a fair bit. Like, if you're very active. But no surprise to see Iskall and Rendog at the top. Those guys have died a lot on here. Simply Sark has found a way to load chunks just like spawn chunks so you can load your Guardian farm. Siffer, that's been around for a while, I believe. Also, it doesn't mean the Guardian farm will work because it's based on proximity to the player. Passive mob farming isn't, so that would benefit from chunk loading, but a Guardian farm wouldn't work with loaded chunks unless the player was there. Last death, damage taken. Skull death, damage dealt. There you go, there's another one. Good times with Scar. Man, look at that. What has he been doing? Been killing a lot of stuff. I'm way down the list. I'm not surprised actually. Like, I don't intentionally seek out mobs to fight that much, so nothing surprising there. And I think that might be it. I wish I'd have tracked more statistics. Deaths. Rendog at the top. Iskall up there as well. I got 13 deaths, unlucky number. And Mumbo with 6 at the bottom there. There might actually be some below him, like maybe XP. Okay, and by the way, 2,600 people here. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're just checking out the statistics of everyone on the server. We've got the Elytra, deaths, playtime, we've done that, health. I think that's it. I think we've looked at everything now. Yep, pretty sure that's everything. Sleep is a command block thingy. Cool, so yeah, Assume Void fan says terrorism is becoming a worse and worse problem, and Donald Trump thinks that it's a good idea to remove all Muslim people in America, but I don't know, it's a terrible idea. What do you think the solution is? The solution to terrorism is to realise that it's like media sensation, it's like scaremongering. Go look up statistics on what terrorism does. You're more likely to die of a bad diet or get eaten by a shark than you are to get hurt by a terrorist. Got to look at how the media frames things that happen. Like, not trying to disrespect anyone here at all, make that very clear. What happened in Paris recently, the media put a massive spotlight on it and made a very big deal out of it. Yet, for the amount of people that died, more people die in places like Syria every day from all the intervention that's happening from our governments, where we go over there and have our wars, like in Iraq and stuff. There's more death in these other places from what we're doing, drone strikes and stuff like that. And so the media frames it differently, If they were to value all human life equally, every day on the news you'd hear a tragedy about a drone strike, but they don't do that. They put it as a little footnote at the end. Oh, and there's been more drone strikes in Syria. See you later. We'll be back same time tomorrow. So yeah, think about that. And as for all Muslim people, what a terrible thing to say. Like, he's deliberately mixing a religion and terrorism together, and that is not the right thing to do, because the extremists don't represent... Why are all of these blocks out? They don't represent all Muslim people, right? And it's not fair for them to be seen that way, but it's fear-mongering. It's easier to convince someone that the reason you're out of work, you don't have a job, is because there's some brown-skinned fella, who stole your job. Like, that people believe that more than they can, like, the true economics behind it. That, oh my god, come on, what is going on today with this? Oh, okay, I think we might have some issues, because that's not right. There's some floaty sand going on here. I think I need to relog, which will probably mess things up. Delta says, second Marines could completely rout out ISIS, but Obama's a coward and won't send them out to the Middle East. No, I wouldn't look at it like that. I wouldn't call a world leader a coward. It's not quite how things work. What can I say? ISIS was created by American intervention over there, without a doubt. If you bomb a country, and continuously attack it and disrupt it, then you're going to create people who are very angry in response, you know? The way to stop ISIS is, you know, to stop attacking those regions and countries and find a way to come together. You know, you're never going to solve anything by hurting other people. Can't solve problems with violence, you'll just create more. And it plays into the hands of the us versus them mentality. If you're into that, you know, oh, but I'm alright kind of deal, then you'll probably think it makes sense. Yusuf says, you're right, Suma, I'm Muslim, I'm not terrorist. Let's go out and read that quickly. People don't always respect us. Yeah, I know, it's really unfortunate. I don't know what I can say, man. I don't think that way. I wish more people would see it for what it is, that extremism isn't linked to the religion. You know, because if there's extremist Christian groups out there. There's all sorts of strange cults. You learn about them as time goes by. You hear about bizarre cults like suicide cults and things like this, and you got to look at how the media chooses to frame information. Like, there'll be extreme Christian groups out there who probably do weird things. Maybe they don't do what ISIS do, but there'll always be some sort of something going on that's odd, and there'll be people who in the name of Christ will do strange things. What about that group that hates what do they say? They say things like basically they picket the funerals of soldiers and things like that, and they're very hate orientated. They look at the Bible and they look at the First Testament and like the Old Testament God, and that wrathful, fear my vengeance, I am the all-powerful kind of God. That's the one they like, and I've watched interviews with them and stuff, and they are like fully embracing of like God is all-powerful and we must bend down to His command. Like, they're fully appreciative of this idea of God as being a vindictive force who wants you to do these things. So there's a Christian extremist group for you. They go and picket the funerals of soldiers, and maybe they're not as extreme as some other group, but there's always something like that to think about. And the point is that it's not the religion. Obviously they're religious. It's like never collectivize it into the bigger group where you then include everyone else. So because there it is, Westborough Baptist Church in chat. So it's like, if there's the Westborough Baptist Church, we can't go and say all Christian people are nutters who want to picket funerals. In the same way that you can't say that all Muslims are extremists. And Donald Trump says that, and he's your world leader. I swear, like, that guy could potentially be disastrous for not just America, for all sorts of people. What's this? I really wish we could use undyed clay somehow. Oh, that would be great. I reckon with both clay and wool, you should be able to dye already coloured stuff, and undye it as well would be good. The KKK are an extremist Christian group. There you go, Link Rapids. Great example. It doesn't come up though. The media aren't going to give you a balanced and thought through opinion. They're going to buy into this sort of mentality. Christians kill abortion doctors. Rubile, what I'm saying is Christians don't. People who are nuts go and kill abortion doctors. Rocky Avalon says the problem with ISIS is no longer an extremist organisation. They are a nation that is growing and has explicit intentions that go against the well-being of humanity. Also, terrorism is a huge problem within Islam. Even though it's the wrong kind of Islam, I don't think that hate-mongering helps. But I think you need to address the problem before you can fix it. That's just my opinion. What do you mean though by how you fix that problem? I think you fix that problem by removing all intervention or military intervention from those areas and stop doing drone strikes and such. It may be at a point now where if they pulled out and stopped doing drone strikes and stuff, that there could be a serious risk of giving the people that they've created over the years, the opportunity to attack other places. It could literally be like that now. We could have gone that far into it, but the reality is we created those people by what happened after 9/11 and before it as well. There was always intervention in those regions, always military conquest going in and then taking over all of the oil and natural wealth of the regions. That's how it all works. I'm going to put a regular stone block there. I feel like I want to keep talking. I should probably go have lunch soon, but we'll let this one roll on just a little bit longer. So I'm going to grab some sponges and maybe clear out another section over here. I think if Trump becomes president, he will be the next one to be assassinated, which is a sad thing to think. It is a sad thing to think. If you don't like Trump, see the way I look at like someone who maybe like is disliked because of the things he says, it's like I see it as like you're a victim of thinking about things incorrectly. That's not the right way to put it, but maybe that'll make sense to some of you. Like, the best thing is not for Donald Trump to, you know, get shot. It's for Donald Trump to see the light, or to see things the right way, if you believe it's the right way, like what my way would be. Obviously, we don't always agree, but maybe reach a conclusion that doesn't involve building walls and calling a country of people rapists would be a good start. And that's better than him getting assassinated, of course. You've got to realise that, like, you've got to respect all life, regardless of if someone's saying bizarre things. The better thing is not... It's like with locking people up in jail. When someone does a crime, it's not a case of do the crime, pay the time, or whatever they say. It's a case of this person needs reform. This person is, like, in a situation where they have to do crime. How have they got there? How do we get them out of it? And prison isn't... Prison is like... reform, like it's like a college for criminals. We got to be careful here. There are a lot of guardians, and I am not removing this stuff quick enough, am I? Oh god, I'm gonna die again. Damn it! Hugs everywhere. Lots of hugs. Damn it, I'm gonna die. I need to get out of this situation quick. Hi. Let me throw. Yes, yes, we made it out with half a heart. Oh, that was bonkers. I was so expecting to die when I fell. Wow. What were we talking about? So yeah, we need reform for people. We need rehabilitation, not punishment, is what I'm saying. Together said, I did not expect this stream to go so deep. Well, it just did. Let's have a look at this message. Quite a long one from YZ to Velen again. You have to deal with what you have, not what could have been done. ISIS was created not only because of the intervention, but also because the military forces were pulled out. You have to have both events. ISIS wouldn't be created without intervention, that much is true, but it also wouldn't be created if the military stayed there and didn't leave the weapons. Well, it was created because of our intervention. I mean, at what point did we pull out exactly? There's still... Troops are still there. Things are still happening. I'm not quite sure I followed you on that last point, but... Yeah, I'm not sure what to say, I guess. X, is this live? No, this is a pre-recording, my friend. And thanks for the perfectly timed message to convince everyone. Right, come on, blocks, disappear. Oh, this is a bad time for that to happen. I don't want to lose any of these... Why? Server, why? Oh, do you know what? Tango's in the spawn chunks AFK. I wouldn't be surprised if possibly there's a build-up of, like, iron... Yeah, we should go check on Tango. I know we're only seeing a little bit of server lag, but let's go double-check that everything went okay with his farm. And, guys, come on. Do we have to have group hugs again? That's the wrong type of sponge. Oh, come on, guys. Play nice. Group hugs. Let me get my items, and then I'll do the off. How's that sound? Quick, let's do the off. Bam, we made it through. I need those guys to despawn, don't I? So I'm going to walk to the opposite corner. Actually, I'm going to do that when I'm higher up. Oh, maybe load. Oh, let's go down here. Let's go here and wander in that direction. They might despawn. Right, Popo. Could have swore I just saw flashing lights down there. That caught me off guard. I'm seeing flashing lights down there, and I don't think there's a Oh, maybe there is a thunderstorm. Right, so go over here. Oh, there you go. Cub says, I leave the creeper farm for one moment. Thunderstorm. Should keep that in mind, actually, when there's... Like, if there's a thunderstorm, just remember Cub might be there. Please! Where do you get your coins? Says it's Marcy. My coins? You should burn them with a lava bucket. Oh, Fiki Breaker, that's actually a really good weapon to have. I think I have a lava bucket somewhere here. Yes, there it is. Bam. Actually went to the right chest for once. Cool, let's go do that again. Let's finish that little section, and then we're going to go check on Tango. I think Norway has the best rehabilitation rates after prison at 70%. There you go. That's fantastic. I think in America it's like 10% or something. Like, you're more likely to reoffend if you've been to prison in America. And it's a prison system. It's crazy. Like, 1% of America. Oh my god, you guys are still alive. Where's my thing? And then we'll kill you with lava. There it is. Bam. Right, that's safe. Now you lot are going to have a bad time. Have a bad time, guys. Have a bad time. That's what you get for slapping me. Get over there. That is effective. That is an effective anti-guardian weapon. I've never seen it. Bam! All you guys are gone. I don't even care about the drops. Yeah, America's prison system, they use it for manual labour as well. Let's wait for that stuff to despawn first. They use their prisoners for manual labour, and there's so much of America incarcerated that an actual, like, alarmingly large percent of American goods are produced by prison inmates. And it's a terrible thing, because if your prisoners are producing your goods, then you're putting your own people out of work. If they're out of work, they're more likely to turn to crime in order to survive. It's a vicious cycle. Oh yeah, we can't insta-mine blocks over here anymore. Here we go. That's right, sand. See you later. Now here's a like opportunity where we don't use the shovel, because you can clearly see it's faster to do it this way. The sand is still dropping when we place the next one over. Bam! Awesome stuff. Oh, hello, there's things down there. Which I won't accidentally break now, because we're going to mark them like this. Ouija Ben says, American prison system is modern slavery. Couldn't agree more, couldn't agree more. That's no dramatification? The word drama and applying it to something. That's not what I think a statement like that is. I think it's very, very real and true that that's what's happening. You know, because remember, prison system is it makes a lot of money for certain companies that are involved in it. And those companies are the same people that are involved in lobbying the laws that get people put in jail for, like, stupid offences, basically. Like drugs, like drug use. Drug use should not be criminalised, it should be treated as a health problem. Okay, dramatisation, everyone is saying in chat. Thanks, you guys have got it. Got it right there. Let's put in our sand, and we're sort of done here for today. What I'm going to do is log back in with Suma Void, and we're going to go check on iron. Iron. We're going to go check on... We're going to go check on the Iron Man. We're going to check on Tango, actually. So yeah, that works. Right. Let's yeah, let's hop on. We're good. Oh, you guys can't see it. Let me bump bump. Aha! Oh, that looks odd. Let's get our sound on. Let's get our field of view sorted out. Okay, now, yeah, everything's good. Menu. We'll check on Tango. We'll check on the other guys as well for you. Okay, so Tango's AFK here. Ooh, look at those. Wait a minute. You guys are not going... Where's the water collections? How does that work? Wait, has that not been built yet? Are they just here? Okay, so we got... And there's villagers in the water. There's iron golems up here. And there's probably nothing down here yet, right? No, so we don't have a build-up of anything in the spawn chunks by the looks of it. So Tango, I don't know why he's AFK, and it might be to keep all of this running. I'll have to double-check with him, because if the server restarts, that might set back some stuff for him, which would obviously be very bad. Look at all the squids! Hello, like... Oh, that's a trap! That's a trap! It's waiting to happen! It's a trap! Cool, let's go check on Cubfan. Cubfan has been flying by the looks of it. Wow, he's definitely been flying. I think he's making something. I don't know what that is, actually. Oh, it's going to be a timed circuit. So when you run over there, the thing following you falls down into the area below. This is to get the mobs up here to kill the things and the creepers. Amazing. Guys, Cubfan, I mean, do I even need to say anything? Cubfan135, go give that a little search if you like what you see. And check out his Hermitcraft episodes if you want to, like, understand the amazingness of all of these creepers. I mean, this is just ridiculous. He's got a creeper farm. Where is... Oh, is the creeper farm gone? He took it down. Wow, it was temporary, I guess. And there's some creepers over there. Yeah. There you go. Right, so now we've checked on that derp. Let's check on another derp. Who's this derp? He's just standing there doing nothing, silly old derp. Let's go check on Iskal. Another derp. Hi, that's Cubfan. Why did we go there? And Iskal, it looked like he was caught... Wait, what's he doing round the back there? Oh, maybe he's just travelling the odd way through the Brown District. Iskal! Purple shop. Oh, wait a minute, that's going to be mad spoilers. Do you want to see some mad spoilers? Look in the top left of the screen. I'm going to give you a little sneaky peek. Oh, sneaky peek! That's it, that's all you get. Bam, that's all you're getting. That is all you're getting. Sweet. Awesome stuff. Right, peeps. It's been a fantastic live stream. This will be uploaded to the second channel, of course. If you're watching here on Twitch, hit the follow button. Come check me out on YouTube. I do episodes on this server, and tomorrow is the live stream day. So go to hermitcraft.com/livestream, look at the schedule, and check out who's doing what when. There's going to be stuff from this server all day long tomorrow. And yeah, so thank you to everyone who donated, subscribed. Thank you to all of you for coming along and watching and hanging out in chat. That is it from me. I'm just checking my following channels to see who is live. And no one at all is live, so there's going to be no raids. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching, peeps. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.